All right. Hello, everybody. I'll let you guys come in. Just juicing again. You guys can keep me company. While I'm making my drinks. So let me know if you can see and hear me. I think I'm watching it on my phone, so I think you guys can see and hear me. Okay. Hey, Lisby. I see you in the comments there. I'm just making some more drinks again, so I figure you guys can come along for the ride. Just let me know if you can see and I think you can hear me. Let me know, confirm if you can hear me. I think you can. I have my phone for the chat, but I don't have the speaker on. I don't want no feedback. I'm just making some ginger shots first with orange, lemon, ginger, and turmeric like last time, but I'm making some more to make sure. Hey, Broke Farmer. Hey, Ms. V. I'm wondering why I'm not seeing this on my phone. Hold on. Am I behind? Oh, I'm not on live chat. Okay, can you guys hear me? I think you guys can, right? Just confirm if you guys can hear me. Let me type it in the chat. Can you guys hear me? Oh, okay, I see it. Okay, I see it now. Thank you. Okay, so I'm doing some more ginger shots. It's right before Christmas, but a lot of people, even me, getting a raspy throat, getting all kind of, you know, sinus or cold or whatever. Nobody wants to get sick. So I'm just juicing again. You guys can keep me company. You guys can hopefully get inspired. I'm wearing gloves today because sometimes I find, well, I'm trying to be fancy because people be so rude on YouTube. But I find sometimes the citrus and stuff burns your cuticles. So I think when you get older, all this stuff keeps happening. I don't know what's going on. Okay, thanks. You guys can hear me. So how's your pre-Christmas week going, guys? It's busy, crazy busy over here. I am not going to the stores. I'm trying to avoid them. I have to pick up some seasonings for my dad. That's about it. But beyond that, I'm not going anywhere. Okay, so I'm gonna cut and peel 2, 4, 6, 8, 9, 9.5 oranges. There's already half in there. And I dropped the link if somebody wants to come up and talk with me because I can't type or anything or kind of keep my eye on the chat. Okay. I'm just cutting off the ends, make it easier to peel. I have my compost bag. So I'm going to make ginger shots again and then another ABC juice. So apples, beets, carrots, and ginger in that one as well with some lemon. And I am going to put a pineapple in it. That one last time tasted really good, so I'm going to add a pineapple again. And I went to the store this week and ginger shots, 2 ounce is about $4 plus tax over here for one shot. I guess a freshly pressed juice one would be more expensive, but when it's in the store, it's about $4.25, almost $4.50. So last time I calculated, it was about about $1.50 to $2 each to make on your own, even with buying organic ingredients. Yeah, beets. So I'll be doing beetroot, the purple ones. I prefer the orange ones, but they don't have, they have them in the store, but they're not sold in bulk. Only like a bunch of 3. Hey, Carbon Q. they only have a bunch of 3, and I prefer to buy them by the 10-pound bag in the fall. I don't want to have to keep going back to the store. And I went to the store to buy some on Sunday, but they look like they were been there for like 3 to 4 weeks. The tops were limp, and I'm not paying for tops on a beet that's like dead, and they're not marking them down. Are you are growing to you are growing to eat beet? Yeah. If you put I'm doing beets and carrots, so the beets do dominate, but I add a pineapple, I add ginger, I'm gonna add a lemon and some apples. It doesn't taste as bad. And the last time it tasted really good with the pineapple, and this pineapple is sweet, is ripe, so it should be okay. But I prefer the orange beets, the golden beets. They're not as basically they don't taste so much like dirt. I find the purple ones taste like soil. It's a very earthy taste. It's not very pleasant to some people, but I've always had an issue with iron anemia, so that's what was better for me to take is that than to have to be taking all the medications. The doctor told me to take beets, eat more beetroot to build up my blood. But I did grow some golden beets, but I don't have enough to be juicing. Like I'm juicing 10 pounds of carrots, and I got my ginger this time from Costco. They actually sell organic Costco. Organic Costco. What am I saying? They actually sell organic ginger now at my local Costco from Peru for like $7 a bag, which is about the same cost. Hey, African Dreaming. Yeah, I'm just doing a pop-up while I'm juicing. So you guys can talk about whatever health, wellness, watch me juice. Maybe get inspired to have something healthier, not just soda pop. And it also makes me want to, juice when someone's like, like virtual accountability. Okay, so it's another orange. I should have peeled them earlier, but I was working and I didn't have time, so everything's been washing, soaking in vinegar, baking soda. Even though they're organic, I do wash them. The turmeric was loose, and other people can touch them in the stores, so anything somebody can touch, you better wash that. Because these people are nasty in the stores. I could cut them. Maybe I should cut them. I don't know. Let me just cut the skin off. Yeah, I think this is better. I'm taking my time peeling. Taking too long. Okay. Let me know if you want to come up. I think I dropped the link, but I'll drop it again. I don't know if it's still visible for you guys who came in after. Hold on. Let me drop the link so I can talk and work while you guys are here. And the pith is usually good to keep, they say. So there's nutrients in the pith. And did you guys start your WIG 2022, your winter indoor growing? Mine is not going so good. Had some clips. It looks like a hot mess, but the ones that I did from hold on. Can I pin it? Oh, there it is. Let me pin it. Okay. So you guys can see the link if you want to come up. Okay. But yeah, I'm trying to do the winter indoor grow off. I don't know if Broke Farmer is doing his MIG this year. I think everyone was like pressuring him, but I don't know if he's going to do it. But I'm trying to do the winter indoor grow off. It's actually pushing us to actually get some stuff done. Because other than that, I wouldn't be really. I wanted to do it, but I'm not really on top of my schedule. It's just too hard to keep up with everything. How are you guys finding it? Keeping up with everything, growing. Outdoor growing is a bit easier. I think just you kind of let nature water it. If it needs watering, you put the sprinkler on. But indoor, it's just like, man. And that sorrel I brought inside from outdoors, the whole of the gnats, the white flies, the aphids I was fighting. Oh, not this year. It's too much, man. Just too much bugs in the house, man. You can't fight against nature. I don't care what they say. Soil is full of all kind of critters. I even had potato bugs and roly polies coming out the soil, coming out the pot from the bottom. I don't know where they came from. I was fighting with them for weeks and months trying to get the sorrel, and I had to say, you know what? I give up. Not to give up. They have got to go. So I'm gonna buy fresh sorrel because it's season for sorrel now from the Caribbean store. I buy some fresh ones, and I always have the dry one on hand anyways. I always have dry sorrel. I make sorrel all year long. But I want to try sorrel jam, roselle jam. So I'm gonna buy some. But it's like $7 a pound, man. That's why people grow it. Hey, Sam, how you doing? I'll be here in the background charging my phone and watch. Yeah, exactly. I'm just here juicing, but I figured I'll let you guys. We can chit chat. And I dropped the link, so if you want to come up, because it's easier to talk when someone else is there. Hey, is someone else in here? Oh, hey, Educate Natural, I didn't see you. I'm cutting. Don't want to cut my fingers. Making some more ginger shots, guys. I found last week, man, my sinuses were whoa, but I haven't got sick. My sister is sick right now, but she ran out of shots, so I'm gonna make sure she gets some of these as well because she's fighting a head cold or something. And nobody wants anything. Everyone's afraid of the C one, the C word. So everyone should, as soon as you start sniffling, nobody wants you around. So, and Christmas is on Sunday. Trying to be around everyone we haven't seen in 2+ years. Because right before the pandemic, we couldn't meet because my mom was ill. Somebody else had a heart surgery. It was just everybody was having severe health issues. 2019. So it's been actually 3 Christmases. Hey, Bean Juice. So don't want to have any reason why we can't gather. Someone having a cold or something. So I'm going to make some more. I don't water mine down straight, just the fruit and the ginger and the turmeric. So I'm going to have to put some ginger on top of this because it's not heavy enough. Push it down. Okay, so I'm just going to rinse. It's already washed, but I'll rinse off again. So this is just the turmeric. And some organic ginger. Make sure you buy organic, or even not organic, just regular ginger. Like, it's smaller in size. It's not the big jumbo ones from that certain country. Hey, Hudson, the ones from the other country are like huge. That's not real ginger. And when you use that ginger, it's very weak. If you want like ginger that burns your throat, that's too full. To burn your throat, you better buy the smaller one. And Jamaican ginger is really potent, but that's very expensive to get here. So the orange pulp is coming out. I find it's very wet. The machine is drier than the other juicers, but the pulp is still wet. And I gotta make sure I don't let it overflow because last time GT, like it's getting too full. Wasn't watching. Okay, so that I'm gonna rinse off. Turmeric a bit. I have a lemon and I have some key lime, but I can't peel the key lime. Hey, planter, I can't peel key lime. It's too small, so that the skin will go in. The skin will make it a bit bitter, but I'm gonna sweeten it with this time I'm gonna use maple syrup. So I'm gonna cut the key limes in half and then pop them all in there. I'm switching to key limes because these are supposed to be the more real limes, alkaline. That's what I'm saying. So just trying. When you get the shots at the store, I find they don't have as much deep orange color. They're not. And the machine you can hear in the microphone. I hope you can hear it. It's not very loud. So if somebody's sleeping, you can still juice and not have to worry about disturbing them. I'm peeling the lemon, but I'm leaving as much of the white part on this as I can. That's where a lot of the beneficial properties are. And if it was organic, I would keep the skin for lemon peel. But I'm not gonna bother. Hey, badass, how you doing? Okay, so this is the rest of the ingredients. I'm just gonna peel that last orange. I'm just gonna break this a little smaller. And then I like to clean as I go. I don't like it piling up. It just makes it just horrendous. So I'd rather pause and clean up. I pinned the link to the top, guys. So you want to come up, just click on the link, the StreamYard link. I'll chit chat a bit. Did I miss anybody in the chat? If I missed anybody, I didn't see you. So pardon me. Who's 10? Did I miss somebody else? Okay, if I missed somebody, sorry. I can't tap the phone. Hey, Linda's messed up life. Oh, hello, lurking. First time to your chat. Been a sub for a while, though just never came in. Oh, okay. Yeah, I think I saw your name before, Linda. I actually checked my subscribers, so your name does look very familiar. Thanks for popping in. Yeah, I'm just juicing today. Sometimes I like to just go live when I'm juicing to kind of chit chat with you guys. And you guys can see what I'm doing. Inspire us to keep eating healthy and trying to improve our health. Making juice is not expensive. It's a lot cheaper doing it yourself than going to the store and buying one bottle of, whatever. Where are you from, Linda? What city do you live in? I'm in Toronto, if you don't know. Oh, Ohio. Okay, so you're in the cold like me then. Okay. You in the cold like me. So one thing I don't like is turmeric staining my countertops. So let me go find. And I always find the one spot that doesn't have anything blocking it. Okay. I'm going to pour it in the big jug and mix it in there. I'm going to sweeten it in there, add the black pepper, maple syrup, and then I'm going to use that same jug to mix the beet juice. It's cold everywhere. No, listen here. Your cold ain't my cold. I'm Celsius, -5 Celsius, which is about, I don't know, 20 something Fahrenheit. You guys don't have cold. I could walk out in a t-shirt and your guys southern cold. That's nothing. I'm laughing at you guys. Oh, I'm cold. Well, my face is freezing off, fully dressed with 5 layers and a fur scarf and a fur hat, and I'm still cold. And sheepskin is still cold. Okay, I'm gonna pour some spring water just to rinse out any debris, get more of it out. But other than that, no liquid. Great job, Urban. Yeah, I'm gonna add. I'm looking for some soursop next planter. I want to do soursop juice, but I find people use this machine for it. But I'm gonna blend mine because soursop. I want all the pulp. I don't want just the I want some soursop. Okay, so let the machine kind of wash out and give me some more of the stuff. Pour that down. And then that's the pulp. It's not even full, but that's the pulp. And I'll mix it up, bubble it up, and I'll tell you how many jars we get. I'm gonna try to juice tacos. What kind of thing is that? What, bean juice? Is what you call it? Bean juice. Okay. Okay, let me spring water away. But you guys, you gonna be 14 this Friday. What's 14? So I think 30 degrees is 0 for us. I have to convert. 'Cause I'm so used. Hey, Africa, I'm gonna click on you. Hold on. This. Oh, so you do get, but it's not gonna stay 14, right? Broke. It's not gonna stay like you're not gonna be there consistently. Question: I've made maple syrup you can use as sugar substitute. Is that correct? Um, yeah, I use maple syrup. Linda, I use monk. Hold on, let me show you since I. Hey, African.
What's up, sis?
Let me show the lady. So if you're on like a keto, or I use this, which is lacanto, which is monk fruit. I use maple syrup. I use honey, or I use coconut sugar. Where's the coconut sugar?
Of course you use maple syrup, eh?
Yep. I usually use honey, but this honey takes too long to dissolve, and I use coconut sugar. That's low glycemic, Linda. If you're looking, you can get this anywhere. So that's what I use, or no sugar at all, depending on what I'm having.
Coconut
Oh,
sugar.
not long. Yeah, but that's because
You
diabetes runs in the family. Got to be careful in these streets.
oh, definitely, definitely.
So
I sis, you pulled out yours. You know what you have? I had to go get a. I had to go grab some and pull that. Yeah,
that's real. Yeah, you see, that's real sugar.
yeah. It's still
It's not.
dirty.
It's not gigantic. It's not. Yeah.
Yeah, this just
Oh, did I hold on? Sorry, hold on. That
you.
was my fat finger. So my fat finger.
You can already see the new sprouts coming off of it right here.
You see? I see it. Yeah. You see?
Just
Are you gonna
fresh,
plant a piece of
fresh out of
that?
the ground, sis.
You see? That's the real ginger, and when you have that, you can feel it burning. Not a little gigantic one from over yonder. Hey,
Oh, oh yeah.
Don. Hey, Don. How much are eggs in Canada? Ooh, I did check the other day, and we were upset. I think it was the no-name cheap, brand at Wally World used to be like $3.99 or $2.99 for a pack of 12. Now I think they were like $5.99, and the pack of 18 was almost. It was ridiculous. It's ridiculous. But I'll check, confirm. But it's at least $7 to $8 for a pack of 12 or 18 eggs. Never mind if you want organic, free range, and all that other kind of fancy fandangled stuff. You're looking at like $10 and up.
Yeah. Hey, Urban, I just want to come over, show love, sis, share you out, um, and dig what you're doing. I'm digging the juicing, and I'm glad to see people over here supporting you because wintertime in Canada, you ain't finna grow much of nothing. So
Nope.
I'm glad to see you.
But I'm doing the indoor though, and I have my garden outside. It's still there. The cabbage is still
Yeah.
outside, and the kohlrabi is still there, chilling.
Hey, sis. Also, oh,
Ooh, is that
y'all know we
lemongrass?
grow up. That's lemongrass, baby. This right here is
What?
probably enough for about 20 cups of tea, depending on
Yep,
how strong you want it. But this six of these are about 60 cent US.
that ain't nothing.
That's
because I
nothing,
went to the
man.
store to get the little stem. The bottom part was like $4 for two at the fancy store I went to on Sunday.
Are you
Just like
serious?
the base part, not the leaves, like just the base part of it, maybe about 12 inches long. All the other parts was peeled. Like I'm like, what the hell is that? Yeah.
Wow.
So that's why people are like, they're not buying as much as they used to because it's just like ridiculous.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's ridiculous. The eggs,
that is
the butter
crazy.
is expensive. The eggs are expensive. Lettuce, as we know, like, yeah,
That's crazy, fam.
cray cray.
This all April. Now I'm not super big on these. I mean, I could do with them. I like them in my
Oh, I
drink,
love
and
pineapple. I
juice.
love pine.
But since you juicing, I'm yeah. April picked this up, so we'll be eating on this the next couple of days, and probably
Do
we
you use the
don't we
peel
don't
for
have a
tea?
juicer. Do what?
You can use the peel for tea. This the
Yeah, I
pineapple
heard
skin.
that.
Yeah,
I be learning from you, sis. I be learning
yeah.
from you.
You can either keep it and freeze it, or you can, and then until you want it, and you boil it in water with grapefruit skin and or whatever, and you can make iced
Hmm.
tea with it. But that's all vitamin C, like high dose stuff. When they're
Nice.
talking about when the former president was talking about the hydrot, whatever that stuff was, um,
Mm-hmm.
that can help with the kofifi.
So
It's
Fifi,
derived
yeah.
from pineapple skin and grapefruit skin. So if you have that
Mm,
stuff already, maple syrup I'm putting there, you can make it yourself. It's not going to be called that, but it's something. It's the same bromelain and the other stuff.
right, right.
So, oh, who
I
else is
got
here?
the. You gonna have to learn me. You gonna have to learn me. You need to do
Yeah, but
another
you
video.
keep that pineapple skin. If somebody's not feeling well, that might come in handy.
Uh, in a couple of months, we'll be heading into. We got about another 3 or 4 months before we heading into wintertime over here. So
Hmm.
it's not as bad on us as it is for a lot of the local people because when it get cold over here, I mean, it could be in the when it drop in the low 40s over here, man, it might as well be in the 20s because this is a tropical climate. But since we're in the mountains, we get like it feel different. It hit different. So
Yeah, it does. And I find like for me, I know I guess you have the same problem. You get sinus issues, like stuffy
yep,
nose. I have that same. So it's like I take a lot of oregano oil now to kind of and black seed oil to kind of get rid of all the excess stuff.
yeah,
Otherwise, I couldn't breathe. And I don't want to be on those medications and those nasal sprays because they have their own side effects. So I don't really play
yeah, they
around
do.
with
They
that.
make me loop. I can't really deal with them, man. They make me a little loopy, but
And
uh,
then after a while, you get hooked on them because you can't breathe without them, and then it's like you're dependent
hmm
on them.
yeah, and I mean, not medical advice, but I think a neti pot ain't a bad idea either.
Oh
What's
yeah, I
up,
use
Fletcher?
that.
What's that, sis?
I use a neti pot, or they have with like a saline solution,
Yep, yep,
or
exactly.
they have what you call it, the spray, but it's like ocean water, salt water,
Hmm.
nasal flush, whatever you call it. That
Yeah.
that saved my life. Oh my god, that saved my life.
Oh
Juicy
man,
go
that's
to
a
jail. I
great.
got the jars now. See, glass cost me 2 arms and 2 legs on Amazon, but I got them.
That's a great way to remove blockage. Hey sis, but
Yeah,
I don't want to keep you long. I just want to jump up here and show love.
yeah,
I'm
man.
proud of you. And I know it's wintertime. Usually you be out in the garden or you would show us this or that on your pop-ups. So look here, I'm encouraging everybody who's in the live to please support my sister class of 2022 all throughout the late fall winter season. Let's help, what I'm saying, keep because we all in different climates. Everybody throwing up their they zone. I'm in this
Yeah,
zone. I'm in this zone. But when you in zone Canada, I mean, damn, you know what I'm saying? What you gonna do
unless
during
you
the
have a
winter?
greenhouse, and I ain't there yet. Yeah, I don't have that
Exactly,
fancy.
exactly. So
greenhouse.
I
Hey,
know.
Urban.
Hey, how are you, April?
I'm good.
Hold on.
So keep growing, keep showing out, man. Keep doing what you're doing. Keep teaching and dropping these recipes and yeah, I'm gonna save the skin, and I might even get at you on offline to make sure I do everything right.
Yeah, but
So
just put it in the freezer until you need it. But that's like high dose medicine right there. Trust me. And that pineapple peel.
got you, sis. Got you. All right, fam. Hey, you take care, man. I'm gonna step
Take care.
down,
Thanks for
but
popping up.
for sure, for sure. All right.
Hudson asked me, hey, Tiny Twist Resin. Hudson, you asked me if I diluted my shots. I only added about another half a cup of water because I want to have enough for my 12 glass jars. Plus, I have a whole bunch of these ones for the fam. But really and truly, no. Mine are like straight pure ginger and turmeric and black pepper. And I also made my own cayenne pepper tincture. I have it already in a dropper, but I still have some in vodka here. This has been soaking for at least 8 months. So this you don't know. Let me open it and smell it. Woo! Mm. And you can see the cayenne pepper is like no longer as red as it was because all the it's out in the vodka. So I have a dropper with that. So right before I drink my shots, if I feel like I need some extra kick, I'll throw some more cayenne pepper in the actual shot. But no, I don't dilute it. That's why even though I didn't dilute it, it's cheaper to make your own. Trust me. Just harvested bok choy and red mustards before the frost. I still have lettuce out, spinach outside, and some other stuff, cabbages and stuff. Um, but yeah, this is straight up. You know what I said: the fruit, the lemon, the key limes, the oranges, ginger, turmeric, and this is a jug I got from the restaurant supply store. So I'm gonna get 12 for me, and I don't strain it. There's a bit of pulp in there, not much, not much. I'm not gonna sit there and strain mine. I ain't nobody got time for that. It's just gonna make my evening go longer. So I fill it to the line, and that's exactly 2 ounces. And then yeah, I just got these because Juicy Jay's like, yeah, get the glass ones. Oh my god, what's going on with this lid? It's like it's not lined up properly. Yeah, this one is not feeling right. But yeah, this is the same 2 ounces, but this one's a fatter one. That one's a skin. I don't know what the difference is. And the glass, this is thick glass. This ain't no thin, fanky glass. This is the thick stuff. Okay, so that's one. Hey, Sheena. If I missed anybody, sorry. Are you dropping links? You can type in #urban to drop your own link. You have to drop your own link. I don't have any mods that I can see here, and my hands are full. Just type #urban. You can drop your own link. Oh, thanks, Sheena. Nightbot should still be working, so it has its time where it doesn't want to do it, but it should work. Okay, so that's hopefully this will make me 12 for myself. So there's already black pepper in here, and I'll put cayenne pepper if I feel a little funny, and I'll put some oregano oil in there if I feel a little funny to add some more heat. But trust me, you're gonna feel some heat in your chest. Put some hair on your chest, man. Because this is organic ginger. It's strong. Okay. There we go. I didn't add any vitamin C to this because I just don't need to. There's enough lemon and key lime in there to preserve it, and it should be last me for 2 weeks, just under 2 weeks. Sometimes I have 2 a day if I'm feeling a little off, so it might be less than 2 weeks. I don't want hair on my chest. Who knows? know. Some people like hair. In some countries, women, I don't know, it's different culture, but they have their hairy legs and they're bushy this and they're bushy that. I'm like, my God, it's a thing. Okay, I don't think this is gonna make as many as last time. Funny enough, but it should. I hear the beeping. I'm coming. Who is that? That's okay. Planter. I see you. Give me a second. Hey, Planter. You there? I don't hear you yet, Planter. Maybe your audio's not connected. Oh,
Hey,
I
what's
see
up?
you.
What's up?
Not much. How's it going?
I'm doing good. I'm just excited to see what you're doing there because this is something, this is my kind of stuff.
Yep. Natural, right? The natural remedies.
Yes, 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 yes. I like what you're doing. I got to give you thumbs up for this because this is important. You know what I'm saying? Like you know, mentioned, it's cheaper to go and get the fruits than to go and buy a bottle of juice. And at
Yep.
least you know what you're making at the same time and is you doing it. So I just wanna hello everybody in the chat.
Hey,
I
Nikki. I
just
see you there. Got back in the bushes. She said.
yeah, so I just wanna congratulate you and keep doing what you're doing because I'm proud of you. I'm excited because I just love these to see these kind of things. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I see you make your hot sauce. Exactly. Like people want to complain, oh, this is expensive, but if you do things yourself, it's the same price as buying the junk food and stuff. So just take a little time. I'm taking some time tonight. This will last me these shots for 2 weeks. The juice will last me maybe 4 or 5 days. I'm gonna make a green one
Mm-hmm.
tomorrow, and I have two a day. That's plenty. Just put in a little time, and then you know. I wouldn't do
I
this
agree
every
with
day.
that.
That's too much. But once every 2 weeks, I can sit down and do it. So that's
I
12
agree.
right now. 12 of those in the glass, and I'm gonna do the plastic ones now. So you
That's
have to put a little
amazing.
effort. People want everything microwave and instant. You have to put a little effort if you want to save money on the healthy stuff. There's no
Yes,
there's no shortcut around it. If you want to save money on lettuce, you have to grow your own because right now it's $5 for one lettuce in the store. And that can't
yes,
feed nobody. That can't feed no family of nobody.
absolutely. Yeah, I just want to tell you congratulations and keep doing what you're doing because this could help a lot of people. At least you're showing people how all you got to do to put in the time.
Mm-hmm.
Even though you mightn't grow it for yourself, at least you know what you put in inside of it. So at the end of the day, you know what you're drinking. So keep doing what you're
Exactly.
doing. And guys, don't forget to hit the like button. Keep supporting Urban because this is very important. All right. So I'm gonna just
Thanks,
step down.
Planter.
I just want to mention that. I want to tell you that. All right.
Thanks so much. Appreciate it.
Uh, All right. Okay.
Hudson, I see your question. Give me a second. Hold on. I don't want to spill because if I don't watch what I'm doing, I start doing all kind of foolery. Yes, it was expensive. Well, it is expensive. It's a Nama J2. I think they go for $550, but I put it as an investment to myself. I saved up for it. I was saving up for the other one, but as soon as I was ready to purchase, their new model came out. And Coovings also has a model that kind of cuts the stuff for you. And sometimes they have a coupon from a YouTuber. They can get you like $50 off or $60 or certain dollars off. And for those of you in the US, you get free shipping. I didn't get free shipping, but it would be cheaper if I was living in the States. But it was an investment because I was juicing for over a year with my old juicer, my Breville, which I do still have. It's good for hey lashes. It's good for the beets and the heavy stuff, but it's an investment and it's honestly it's paid for itself. I've been juicing on this for just over a year, and the amount of shots I've made for me and my family. So 4 people who've been drinking juices, green juices. And the thing about this juicer, I'm not a salesperson, but I will say, if you want to juice leafy greens, you cannot do it in the fast spinning ones. You need a slow juicer. You don't have to get this one, but you you need a slow juicer if you want to juice like collard greens and the kale and stuff. Otherwise, the other machine just shreds it up, and you're just wasting the ingredients. It's only good for like lettuce and carrots and beets and celery and cucumber. If you want to juice other things, you need to get a slow juicer. Otherwise, you're just wasting all that organic stuff. Really waste of money. That's why I made the investment, because I want to start, juicing kale, ginger, turmeric. I want to juice stuff that's not really easy to do in the other machine. I think I put too much in this one. Okay. Yeah. And then Kuvings has a nice one I saw in the market. I see people using that one. That one even has a attachment to juice citrus with the old, the rind. I don't know what you call that. Citrus juicer. Okay, so that's 12, 14, 16, 8. I have 20 shots so far, guys. And this probably cost me half a bag of ginger. Let's say $4 for the ginger, $4 for the turmeric, $8. And I'm exaggerating. A lemon, some key lime, orange. So I would say about $15, because I use about the whole bag of oranges. So $15. That would include the key limes. So yeah, $15. And these would go for, somebody do the math. $4 times 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 20. $4 times, let me finish pouring them off. I think I might get 24. But let me see. And you tell me how much that costs to buy. And this cost me about $15, let's say, give or take. But let me tell you how much more I get. And I could have added a bit more water or even coconut water to kind of thin it out. And my dad actually only drinks half of the shot a day because he finds it well strong. So that tells you it's very strong. So when I finish, somebody do the math, because I don't really feel like calculating in my mind. It's probably an easy calculation, but I don't feel like it. Okay. Okay, I'm almost finished. So I got 4 more. 96 so far, Sam. So whoops. So this is a basically a simple life lesson. I'm not making it up. I'm not lying to you all. It's about $4 for one shot, and that's not including tax. So you got to pay tax on top of that at the store. Over here, tax is depending on what it is, it's either 13% for the HST, or they charge you 8% for the GST alone. Certain things are only GST. Some things, don't tell me which is which. I don't know. But some things are only GST. So $96. Let me see here. Actually, I got more than I thought I would. Let me see if I get one. And the new ones that they sell now actually have, this one has a lot of black pepper in it. I think I didn't shake it up enough. It's okay. I'll just put some drops of cayenne pepper in mine. Hey, Jason. If I missed anybody, sorry. I'm just not, I gotta watch what I'm doing. Okay, there's a lot of black pepper in this, but I'll leave it because I can go into the other juice. It's not a big deal. I know I'm not washing out the jug. I'm putting in the next batch right in there. It's going to the same stomach. So that ain't gonna bother me. Put a little more in this one. Okay. Okay, so let me count this again, because now I forgot. So that's 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24, 25 and a half. So let's just say 26 and done. So can someone do 26 times 4, please? And you tell me how much that would have cost for me to buy these. or some, since you were doing it. I'm going to put these in the fridge and then I'll be right back. $104. So it cost me about $15. So you guys do the math. $15 to make all of these. And this is enough for 3 or 4 people because my 12 are mine. And there's another one for them. $104. And I spent $15. And I got organic ingredients. Well, the ginger's organic. The turmeric's organic. The lemon and the key limes are alkaline. I don't know if they're organic, but they're alkaline. And so yeah, it's expensive if you go and buy it, but if you make it yourself, guys, you can control what's in it. And I use organic maple syrup, which I already had here. I already had it, so. And I already have the black pepper. So I'm not going to add that to my cost because that's already, but yeah, that's what you guys got to do. Well, I'm suggesting. You make it yourself, man. It's much cheaper. That's much cheaper. So I'm just putting them in the fridge. Give me a second, then I'll start doing the ABC juice. And if it wasn't on the live, it would take me less time to do it. I would have been done already, but well, not really, because I kind of let the machine do the work, so it doesn't take that long. Okay, so that's done. I'm going to start with the other juice. I'm going to just put this away. I don't need the maple syrup anymore because the other juice is naturally sweet, so I do not need to add nothing to that. So let me just tidy up this. Oh, okay. I'm gonna have to cut a lot of this one because there's some bad bits on the carrot. So that will be a bit more cutting. Everything is already washed though, so I'm just going to bring it over. Beets, limes, apples. I have another piece of ginger. I got more pineapple, but this time I'm putting the pineapple in earlier because last time it was like foaming up in the machine, which is normal. So you got to put something heavier after it to push it through. So I will be peeling the pineapple a little earlier than last time. Got some more ginger. I put ginger in everything. Hey, Cheryl, how you doing? I put ginger in everything. You gotta, this, after the last 2 years of what was going on, ginger goes in everything. Okay, so just turn that off. I hate handling wet produce, but sometimes you don't have time. I like to wash it earlier in the day so I can let it dry, but sometimes you just don't have the time, guys, so you just got to make it work. Okay, I'm just wiping this off because I don't want the turmeric to stain my counter. That's why you got to put cutting boards and all kind of towels everywhere. You don't want the turmeric to stain your light colored counters because that's not cute. So bleach will take it out, but I like to just make sure that it doesn't drip anywhere. It just makes it easier. If I missed anybody, just type in the chat again. All right, guys. So this is what we're doing now. We're doing the ABC, apples, beets, carrots, but I do add ginger in there. I'll put that in first. I'm going to put a lemon in there always. It helps keep the juice preserved longer. And I am putting pineapple for some sweetness with a couple of different apples. No rhyme or reason. Whatever I got on clearance is the apples that I get. But I do prefer the green ones because they're not as sweet. So that's good for your glycemic index. But you do your own research. This is not medical advice. I should change my banner. This is not medical advice. This is just me juicing. And thank you guys for giving me the total. But 104, those shots that we just made cost $104. Where is the mouse? Okay. $104. But I really spent 15. Okay. All right. So no medical advice. There's a disclaimer. Do your research. But I haven't had to take any cold medication in a long time. I did have a cold this season, but it was more of a sinus infection. I have a severe reaction to dusty environments, and I had to get my carpet shampooed. So I borrowed someone's shampoo. I did a couple of rooms, but I got to do 2 more. And all of us are just shampooing our carpets. And I do not have wall-to-wall carpets. I cannot live like that. It makes me have a hard time breathing. But I do have area rugs. Especially if you're in a cold climate, it keeps the floor warmer. So it's either you're cold or you have no carpets and the house is more dust free. But if you have a furnace blowing heat, it does blow dust into the air, so you can't really win. But dust gives me a severe reaction, I've noticed, and that's why I kept getting these colds. And everybody thinks it's the pandemic, but it's not. Some things are not that. Not everything is that. So I just stay away if I'm not feeling well because people just are very sensitive nowadays. They've been living in fear for 2 years, so what do you expect? Okay, throw that in there. So I cut the core out. You don't have to. You can throw the whole apple in there if you so like. So you don't have to do what I'm doing, but I don't want the seeds in there. I know there's some arsenic in apple seeds. I'm sure a few apples is not going to give me arsenic, but I just prefer to have them gone. I don't have a core, so I got to use my knife. And a core doesn't really help you if you're handling wet produce on a wet cutting board. So I'll just stick to that. Always cut the top of the beet at least and peel as much as you can to there because that's where some of the earthy taste is. Sometimes I don't cut it, but today I'll cut a bit of it off. And because I'm wearing gloves, I'm not going to get purpley stained hands for 3 and 4 days. People think, I was involved in some kind of violent crime. No, I was just cutting beets. And your hand is purple. So that does mitigate some of the earthy taste, so they say, but sometimes it don't help. Hey, Mike, did I say hi to you already, Mike? Mike, my lettuce, man, is looking horrible. Horrible. I took some video clips. I'm going to finally get the video edited, but man, the lettuce is a hot mess. I'm going to have to leave that alone and pray that it comes back and start with another batch of the... It did not like the roots being cut at all. It's protesting. No, this is not the right knife, but I don't feel like dirtying any more dishes. So I'm using the same big old knife. And yes, this is a bread knife. You can cut through it, so that's what I use. Not good. It grows faster. Yes, start over, exactly. But I'm going to do the video to show people, like, don't do what I just did. Don't cut so much. So next time, I need to get the right size net cup and all that, and not to be forcing something into a smaller home. The roots didn't like it. The feeder roots didn't like none of it. It's just like protesting. Hey, good eats. I don't know if I got you already. Thanks for popping through. Okay. All right. Let's get that going. Yeah, let's go fast. So I have to start my I call it my wig, so I can get that going. I didn't start my seeds yet. I'm behind. I'm just trying to get stuff done before Christmas, and it's just very challenging. So I'm gonna try to get something done. I'm gonna do something tonight. Finish shooting the unboxing of that hydro. That's what's slowing me down. And then oh shoot. Let me dump this in the compost. I keep forgetting it's getting kind of full. I don't want to have an overflow. So let me make sure this is emptied. You can keep the pulp from the ginger shots. I used it last time to make tea, but I have enough left, so I'm not going to save anymore. That's going to go right into the garden, in the compost, that is, in the garden. If I cut them smaller, they can fit in the top without me stopping the machine. So all of this can go to your, if you have chickens, if you have rabbits, if you have, I think you can even give it to your dog. Some dogs like greens. Do whatever you want. You can use it for soup, put in the freezer, use it for veggie stock, and boil it out to make veggie stock. So there's a lot of options. Don't waste it. You can put them in smoothies. Just figure out what you want to do. Most people succession plant lettuce, so always harvesting and growing. So it only lives a month. I have this stuff going long for the challenge. Okay, so you keep replanting. I keep my plants till they go to seed. Maybe that's why they're always bitter. They're always bitter. Okay, so I'm getting my carrots. I'm gonna cut off the bad bits. And the reason why they're not bad, but they've been in the fridge for a while because I bought like 4 10-pound bags, and I've had them for a minute because I didn't go through them fast enough. But carrots can keep a long time in a cold fridge. So that's one produce that can last for months if it's in a proper bag in the fridge, has enough ventilation, not crammed into a regular size fridge. If you have a commercial size fridge or some kind of cooling place. Okay, so I'm going to stop it for now, cut some more stuff. And when you take it from under here, be careful not to bang it because you might open the flap and everything will spill out. So just be cautious because when you're going fast, you'll just ruin all that work. So, okay, so I'm gonna cut the carrots. So I cut the tips off. I don't like that gunky, yucky looking stuff. So ain't nobody got time for that. I cut them a bit into big chunks just to give the machine a bit of an easier time. Because you don't want to spend money on an expensive machine and then you're just mashing it up because you think, oh, it can cut through steel. No, let's not be ridiculous now. Cannot cut through steel. Okay, and this is like a bit of a, I don't know what that is, so I'm just gonna peel that off. Probably because there's so much moisture in the bag when it's in a sealed bag. I did poke some holes in the bag, but you know, it's in the fridge for a while. Moisture builds up. Okay. These look like fingers, man. Hey, GT, I see you there. Okay, so that's gonna go there. Okay. Okay, so they're still in good shape. The carrots are in very good shape. And I have one more bag of 10 pounds in the fridge, another fridge, so my mini fridge. So I'll be using that in the next week or so. And then from now on, I'll just buy a bag as I need them. I bought 4 bags because they were on sale for like $2.99, and because I know they can keep a long time in the fridge, I purchased them because that was a good price. $3 for 10 pounds of carrots. That's like last year's prices. Can't get that right now. And when you buy things in season, it's always cheaper. Buying a pineapple now, the price has gone up a little bit. Oh, wrong. Almost put the garbage in the juicer. Drives. Oh, look, who we calling Babyface? Oh, GT. Like, who named Babyface? Okay, that's too full. So let me just stop that. Nope, I'm still. Okay. Yeah, I was like, who named Babyface? Who? I'm like, oh, you're talking about GT. But yeah, he does have a baby. He does have a baby face. He look like him 20 something. Okay. I don't think you guys have seen. No, you saw me make a green juice last time, but I don't have any celery or cucumber. So next time I'll try to do a green juice because you haven't seen that in a while. And the parsley and leafy greens, so you can see how well the juicer does. So let me finish these carrots, then I'll do the pineapple so that it doesn't get jam up in the machine. Yeah, baby, I'm like, who should I flirt with? When you're not watching the chat, you miss. You have to kind of catch up, so you don't really see all the interactions. Okay, no problem, Lashes. Yeah, I know you're tired. You worked last night, but thanks for supporting. Okay, guys, the juicer's doing its thing. Hey, Classic. Oh, if you guys didn't know, I totally forgot to announce. I did set up the membership, so the membership is set up. For those who were asking, it is set up. I think I made 3 tiers. I think it's the cheapest is $2.99, and then $5.99, and then 14. Nothing too high. So if you guys were those of you who are interested in the membership, it has been set up. Okay. I didn't really do a formal announcement, but it's set up. Totally forgot. I've been working on it, but I have my hands full. So check it out and see if you want to join, and then it's ready to go. Start doing some exclusive contents and exclusive lives for the members. Okay. Okay. So this there's a lot of pulp in carrots. Like I just emptied this before I started the carrots, and the jug is already full. The pulp jug. So I'm gonna cut the beets in 4 just to give the machine an easier time. Just as an ounce of prevention. Because you don't want to spend all this money and then you mash up your machine. And I've had it for a year, no problems, no overheating. The only problem I had was with a little plastic component, and they sent me a new one, and it's all good. I actually haven't even put it on yet, but I have it. The clip, some kind of clip part. And I think the warranty for the motor is 15 years, and I've only had it for a year, so. And I only juice every 2 weeks. I do all the juicing, and I have enough. That's a lie. I do the shots every 2 weeks. I do, and then a batch juice, and then I'll do the green juice maybe tomorrow or Thursday, and then that will last us for several days. And I'm trying to change my diet. I don't want to be eating all that processed crap. So and I'm not vegetarian, but I'm kind of more in the week eating vegetarian style meals. And I eat meat on Sundays. Sunday pass. Oh, this one looks funny in the middle. Sunday pass. I don't know what happened there. It's not bad, but that little part's bad. I didn't even eat any meat on Sunday. I didn't end up having any. Just didn't feel like it. And this week, did I have any meat this week so far? No, I had some vegetarian pizza. Yeah, I haven't had any meat. I haven't wanted it. I haven't craved it. So if you don't crave it, then don't bother. Body's telling you something. You don't need it. So I'm not gonna save the peel because I have enough peel still in my freezer. But I do have the pineapple peel that I was recommending to African. I do use it, but I do have enough. And if I'm gonna keep the peel, this one's not organic, so I'm not really prone to keep. Even though I washed it thoroughly, I'll prefer the organic. But I do have enough peels. If I miss anybody, sorry. I'm here handling food and watching what I'm doing with a knife. Don't want to, even though it's not a sharp knife, I don't want to. That's why I don't use a sharp knife. I just kind of use the bread knife. So no slipping and accidents with it. Okay, so that pineapple looks funky on the inside. Don't know why. Let me move all this bad peel, the peel to the compost bag. I don't like to work when the area is messy. Oh, my sister messaged me. We're having a hard time with somebody, so she might messaging me about that. Some people are just difficult, man. Difficult. At the same time, my business partner and I are having a problem with this difficult tenant. As far as I'm concerned, if you don't want the landlord to come around, do what you're supposed to be doing. That's true. Do what you're supposed to be doing, and they won't be having to come around. The fact that you want me to come and do X, Y, and Z, and what I'm supposed to do and not supposed to be doing, that means you want to see me. I must say, I like you. I want you. Want me? Must be. She must want me then because she wants to come to tell me what to do, and me must come there and do it and rate it. And I give me more, but we want to make her the manager. Like we're acting like she's a manager. I said that's so laughable. Manage what? She can't even keep her own house clean, but me want she to manage. Manage what? Oh, tada. People, you lucky me I drink my juice and I be alkaline because the old me will tell you about some what's it. With her little ranking self, but me want to treat her like she a manager and she can't even keep her own frock and her own business clean. What's she managing? What's so laughable? These people out there. That's why you can't even answer some people, not even worth the answer. That's what I'm trying to work on. Don't even bother engage in no argument with nobody. The whole interaction is so ridiculous and so foolish. Not even bother even justify nothing with no answer. Just ignore her. Because everything she says is pure misinformation. You want to talk about misinformation? Misinformation. If you sit there and listen to these people, they want to act like they're the victim. And people actually believe them. That's why you can't take nobody's story for nothing. Don't take nobody's story. Don't take on nobody's war for them and defend people like, yeah, and take it on their, no, half the time they're lying and telling you what make them look good. And really the truth is that they're the problem. They're the main problem in the thing there. You have to ignore people. You can't bother with them. We answer when we feel like answer. And when am I going to get an answer? Listen here, girl. If you don't like what you're getting, if you don't like the service you're getting, come out. Come out. The Lord will fight my battles. I know that for sure. So you can come out of the place or just shut him out. You can't bother with she. You want to take me to court? Take me to court. Me will do what I have to do. People just jealous and then people want to say, oh, if you want to know the legal protocol, I can send you the documents. Let me know for read and have to find things for myself. because she thinks that she have bigger education than me, that she's somehow better, and she still can't even keep herself and her house clean, and you can't even do what you're supposed to be doing. So what do your degrees get you if you don't have no common sense, you have no manners, you don't know how to talk to people? You don't know how to talk to people. You don't know how to treat people with basic respect. You haven't even learned that, but you want to go on like you're something big with me because you have big whatever. I have my degree. I chose not to go no further. Don't need to go no further. You're not better than me because you have all these extra letters behind your name. And you look like a big scrub. There's nothing wrong with people, honestly. Just get on my nerve. Okay, so I'm doing the pineapple, and then I'm gonna let that go. But yes, I'm getting better. I'm eating better, so I don't get so irate so quickly. Because trust me, the old me when I tell her about some some body parts, some scandalous thing. I thought you were saved. Yeah, I'm still tell you about your body parts. That kind of whatever. Exactly. She don't have no. She don't have no class. She don't have no class, and she don't have no manners, and then I have no. It stands to reason if you don't want to see your landlord do what you're supposed to be doing, then you're not gonna have to see them. And this and that and that and this. She just wants to be lazy. So you know what? Make she be lazy. We're not gonna argue with she. God is gonna strike her down. There's a reggae song, Mind Jaw Licky with Diseases. Should play that song for her. Mind Jaw Licky with Diseases. Play to Otada. No manners, no brought up to no class, no respect, none of the above. If I only did what I had, the bare minimum, nothing worse. Most people, most employers, they don't promote the people who do things that are half-assed. They want people who are going to go above and beyond. That's who gets the promotion. That's who gets whatever. And the way how she's going on with it, just everything is half-assed. That's not going to get you nowhere. People don't want that kind of behavior. The amount of things I have to do for people. Hey, the chicken, and go a little extra. You may not get the extra back, but your kids or your grandkids or somebody in your family will get back the extra because of how you treat people. People remember how you treat them. Because of my dad and my mom, that's why a lot of stuff I get because people know and remember, oh, I know your parents. I know your parents. I know your grandfather. I remember your grandfather. You much doors that open for me? You don't have to do nothing to get back right here and now. You might get it back in the future, or your kids that might get it back and say, "Oh, I remember your parent, how kind they were to me in my time of need and whatever, and they help you out just because of your last name and your connections." People don't understand that reputation carried weight back in the day, and it still carries weight today. Today, it still carries weight. Just imagine the juice when you make your own juice. It's not as, especially pineapple juice. It's not as watery. I don't know if the camera's capturing it, but it's more right now it's at 2 liters, 2,000 milliliters. So that's 2 liters. Okay. Okay. So that's, and you can hear the machine's not straining. So you get what you pay for. I have a cheaper cold press machine, and you would hear all kind of squeaking and carrying on right now. I still use it to make ginger shots sometimes, but because I'm making the juice right after, I don't want to have to clean 2 machines. So if I was just making, I'd like this with carbonated water. Oh yeah, yep. I like a little Perrier. I'm getting fancy, a little Perrier, and I like it with a bit of bitters now. I have that Angostina bitters. Oh, I love that. I think people use Angostina bitters for some special drinks, but I like it. Okay, how long have I been live? An hour? Okay. So I made all those shots and I'm doing the juice in about an hour. It's not too bad. It's because I'm cutting it as I go and it doesn't take long. An hour, once a week, twice a week. Okay. Okay. Did I miss anything, Hey? Oh, hey, Fifi. You know what? I thought you were already in here. It's like you're always here, so I just assumed this is the last piece of pineapple. So I'm putting it in earlier because last time I put it in, you guys saw that it was foaming and just not. And I'm putting my hand in there to push down some of the produce that kind of broke up but didn't go all the way down. So I'm going to put the pineapple in. I'll put some more carrots in, and then there should be less foaming and less pineapple debris in the machine. There might be some carrot debris, but not too much. This would be better with a couple of cucumbers and a couple of maybe some celery heads. Is this a head or a stalk? I guess a celery stalk, the whole stalk. Um, to make it go a little further, but I don't have any handy. So, because that will give me a bit more juice. And it wouldn't change the taste. All you would still taste is the beet and the carrot. You wouldn't really. Celery has an astringent kind of taste, but it wouldn't overpower. Or you can add a good addition is sweet potato. For those of you who watched Planters Live way back, talked about juicing sweet potato. It's so creamy to juice sweet potato. Or you can add potato. I wouldn't add a mango because you already added a pineapple, and mango is not. You'll be wasting the mango. So you could add sweet potato to add a bit more creaminess to it. Tastes. It has a mild taste, but it would add a nice flavor with the carrots and the beets. It may sound gross to you guys, but try it and you will see. Next time I'm going to get some potato and I'll put it in here. It's kind of hard to explain, but it makes the drink creamier. Some people like it by itself. I'd like it with the carrots and, some of the other fruits. It's like having a milkshake, but no milkshake. No dairy. Oh, you mean today? Mention what? What did I miss, Mike? Mention what? Somebody's live? If you're talking about me, I didn't pre-plan this live. If you're talking about me, that's why you didn't get notified. I decided at 4 o'clock when I was finishing my shift that I had time to juice. And last night I went to a place in the country preparing for something to do today, and the person screwed me over kind of. So I don't. That's why it's hard to buy off a Facebook Marketplace because everybody they're negotiating with more than one person to make it first come first serve. And in this situation, I cannot do first come first serve. I need to know that I'm planning to pick it up X day X time, which is today. And he messed me up and said if the other person doesn't come, then he'll let me know. I said no, you let me know right now. And since somebody else is in play, then you go deal with them. I'm no longer interested. Even though I want it, I'm not going to tell you what it is. I have to say that for the members. Oh, Fifi, I have the membership now. I don't know if you were here. I set up the membership for the channel because you guys were asking before. It's now set up. So you can see the information I think it's on the video. You'll see on the side the join and what the options are. So I don't know the numbers, but I didn't make it too much. I don't think. Um, but check it out. I can't remember the prices that I put down now, to be honest. But everybody who was asking, it is available now. Oh yeah, he came up. He did come up, but yeah, it wasn't pre-planned. That's why. This is more of a pop-up. It is a pop-up. I don't mind going live if I'm doing something, but like my Saturday live, there's me sitting down talking, And but in the week, if I'm doing something, I don't mind because at least I'm getting my stuff accomplished while I'm talking to you all. As you don't know, it's busy in these streets. This is again another full, so a lot of pulp and carrots. So you can boil this out, guys. Veggie broth right there. Smoothie ingredients. So those of you who are worried about, oh, my fiber, you're throwing out the fiber. No, I'm not throwing it out. I'm just using it in a different way. Whoops. The bag is full to the brim. Full to the brim. And the worms are going to love this. I'm going to put this in the garden. I'll put it out in the morning because I'm not going outside into this darkness with that the raccoon out the street. I cannot carry the compost and my machete, and I have the flashlight at the same time. So I'll do it in the daytime where I can see. But yeah, the person on Facebook screwed me kind of over. And I know you're trying to multitask and make sure that if someone doesn't show up, they're saying I can't hold the item. I'm not asking you to hold it. I'm asking you to confirm if I can pick it up today at lunch because I would have gone. It's out of my way. It's downtown Toronto, like downtown where the CN Tower and all the landmarks are. It's a busy area to drive in. A lot of one-way streets, streetcars. Downtown driving is different and difficult. Oh, thanks, Fifi, you joined. It's very difficult. And then it's like, I don't want to go during traffic. So I asked him, can I pick it up at lunch or tonight late so that I could miss the traffic? I said that last night. He didn't answer me. Had I known he was playing these games, I would have picked it up last night. But then it's okay. God knows. Sometimes it's not for you. It wasn't the right thing. So I went last night to find out some information about this thing that I'm going to get, that I'm not going to tell you guys now. And I found some better options. And I can get exactly what I want. Yeah, and YT doesn't give you, unless you click on the live and see who's live. That's how half the time, that's why I see people. I always miss certain people, don't even know that I miss Good Eats Live. Then I put down to notify me. It did notify me. So I saw her thumbnail. Didn't notify me. Missed the live. I don't have it set up Good Eats, but I think you still can. I think it's automatic, but you can set it up for gifts, from what I understand. Hold on, let me check. Let me set myself. I set myself. It says join membership. Let me see memberships. I don't know. I don't see it there myself. So I thought that was automatic. Make sure you guys thumbs up the video. I don't see no thumbs up. Maybe my thing didn't update fast enough. I don't see no thumbs up. It says 0. So thumbs up. All right. Thumbs up the video, please. Like the video. Lurkers, like the video, please. Okay, I have a few carrots left, and that's it, guys. Finished. So that made me a full bag plus half of compost. And if you have livestock, they can eat that. Somebody like Fifi who has chickens, they can eat the chicken. Chickens can eat the carrot pulp and all these little pulpies. Some people actually make breads and cookies and all kind of snacks for their livestock. They make some kind of muffin or something. I don't know what they call it. Some kind of, so that as like a hard object, so that they can pick at it and not have to have all that mush. There's lots of options. Okay, so we're almost finished. And right now we're at, let me see where we're at. 3.5 liters. So we're almost at 4. Okay, so that's set up there. I'm doing the last few carrots. And then that's done, and then I'll bottle it up and tell you how many bottles that we got. So do your best. Let's all try to eat healthier. I'm not craving. Don't get me wrong. I had some pizza I ordered a pizza on Saturday, the weekly special at Pizza Hut, which was vegetarian. And man, now you know why you love Pizza Hut. The crust is so greasy and nice. My goodness, that pizza didn't last till. I lasted until today. I put aside some slices for lunch to last me for more than today, but that pizza is done as of Tuesday. If I didn't have Sunday dinner, it would have been probably gone on Sunday. But I had me some Pizza Hut pizza. It's kind of fattening, very heavy in carbs, but I didn't have any meat, so I chose my battles. I didn't do meat and greasy crust and I didn't have the whole pizza in one sitting. I did kind of have a bit of self-control. But yeah, I didn't, you have your juice, you have maybe one thing that's not the best, but other than that, you try to keep it healthy. I think they said the 80-20 rule applies also for food. If you eat healthy 80% of the time and you have a little indulgence once in a blue moon, 20%, then you're okay. And sometimes I don't have any indulgences at all. So it's not 80-20 every week. Sometimes it's 90-10, 95-5. So it go. Okay. Almost finished there. So what are you guys gonna do? What changes are you gonna make? Or are you making for your health in terms of your dietary needs? And your dietary needs also affect what we keep talking about, your emotional and your mental health as well. So don't think it's not all connected. Again, not medical advice. I'm not a doctor. Do your own research, but there's some strong science coming out about that. So take it how you want it, but there's some strong connections, which I will go into in some future Saturday lives. I'll show you some clips that I'm finding on the gram talking about that. So I'm a zombie. Oh, you're a zombie. Are you still having your juices, Lash? I'm sure you are. Oh, lowering salt. Yes. Are you using pink Himalayan salt, Miss Faulkner? I stopped having white salt years ago. My doctor told me to get rid of that. Well, my former doctor, she's retired now. I miss her, man. She didn't really push pharmaceuticals like that. You needed it, yes, but other than that, she's like, nope. I'm like, what do you mean nope? She goes, nope, your body can fight it off by itself. See you later. And she would just tell me if I go have herbs and whatever else, and no, she's not giving me nothing. My sister's calling me, but I can't talk to her right now. Okay. That's why when I do make juice, I make enough to last me for a few days, because trust me, when you're busy, you don't have no time to worry about cutting produce and peeling and standing at the machine. Hell no. And I don't want to go and pay for the juice. It's so expensive. Well, if I have to pay for it, I do pay for it. Don't get me wrong, but it's very upsetting to go pay $7-8 for one juice. But if you're out and about, I'll prefer that than to have the junk food. Oh yeah, pink salt. Yes, pink salt. I see classic. I'm not sure if Miss Faulkner, Cheryl Faulkner. Yeah, they recommend pink Himalayan. It's different. It does something different in your body. It doesn't act like the white salt, like the iodized salt. And I think they have black salt, and they have another one, not kosher salt. That's not much difference. But the pink Himalayan has the minerals and stuff in it. People want to act like white salt is the same. No, they've removed all the minerals in it. So don't do the same thing. Okay, that's the last of the carrots, guys. Just pushing down the pulp so it's emptied at the end. Actually, let me just empty it now because it's not. It's. There's no way it's gonna hold. I wish I'm gonna eat less meat, more veggies. I grow. Oh, that's good. Mike's. I don't think people understand. Again, I'm not pushing vegetarianism or nothing. I do eat meat, but the amount of meat we do eat may be too much for our body, and your digestion takes days to break down the meat. And if you keep eating meat every day, like that stuff is rotting in your inside. It can't be doing you no good, especially when disease starts in the colon. Think about it, anyways. I'm not here to tell nobody what to do, but when you start to inform yourself, you are more prone to make different decisions. And the type of meat that we're eating, if you're eating regular store-bought meat, you're eating junk because it's full of all kind of hormone and all kind of foolery. Back in the day, my aunt had her own chickens, and she used to raise meat chickens and sell them, and we would buy a lot of our meat from her. Those days are gone, and I now realize how valuable that is with all the crap going on with our food. Disgusting things you're putting in the animal feed, the way how the animals are treated and medicated. Some of the animals are full of pus and all kind of stuff. You're eating dinner and all the gross stuff, sorry, but you know, the disgustingness in our food. And back in the day, farmers cared. It was more smaller and low key. The people cared. Those under cabinet lights, yeah, they're nice, but they keep popping off. They're supposed to stick, and I have to tape them, and they're still not. So I don't know. I have to get them reaffixed to there. Reaffixed. Okay, so I'll clean up everything after, but for the most part. Okay, so this juice I have to remember to add the vitamin C, just a little bit, because as I was right, my family, well, one person didn't drink it fast enough. So adding the vitamin C gives it that extra shelf life. So, but yeah, let's try to eat better, guys. It's for our own good. We're not getting the same food that we got, a generation ago. Some of you have the luxury of even raising meat birds. If you can raise a couple of meat birds, I'm not telling you to be a big old farmer and have like hundreds of birds. But if you can raise maybe, I don't know what the minimum order is. If you can get 5 or 10 and try it out and see how it goes. And the one thing I learned this week, I'm like calculating how much it's going to cost to do certain things. It may not be cheaper. Well, it most likely will not be cheaper than buying it from the store. So if you're looking for cheaper, that's not going to really be possible. And people who buy cheap stuff don't get good stuff. You either pay now or you're going to pay later with problems. So if you're looking for cheap, it's not gonna work for you. You may have to spend a bit more money, but there are ways that you can raise meat birds and raise chickens that are much less expensive, and you can get tips from everybody. Fifi's talking about she uses her leaves to put in her coop. She don't have to buy the shavings. That's a savings. I'm trying to. Oh, okay. Sorry, another mother just handled this. But yeah, it's like, so if you're looking to save money, it might be more expensive, and people might, well, they're not deterring it, they're just telling you the truth. It might be expensive, but you can find cheaper ways of having chickens. Um, I asked somebody here about putting apple cider vinegar in the chicken's water when I was doing my research. Oh, you don't need to do that. You don't need to do that. But all the people who I watch who do it more naturally, all put apple cider vinegar in the water as a preventative for the hens from getting sick and worms and all kind of stuff. So you have to know where you're getting your advice from too. People who claim to be experts are experts at it, yes, but they promote medication. They promote injections and juking the hens and giving them all kind of stuff. I don't want that in my meat or my eggs. So I know we all can't do it. I'm not saying we all can. Some of us are not allowed to do it because of HOA and zoning and whatever stuff. Some people can sneak and do it. But those of you who can and there's nothing holding you back, maybe give it a try. You just might like it. And if it's a meat bird and you don't have the guts to kill it, I should say that word, guts to butcher it, then you can get someone else to butcher it for you. Let us see and see. I wish I could raise some birds, but in an apartment. I have a neighbor in the house who give me eggs. Oh, see, so you're connected with somebody. I know somebody who is in an apartment and looking into quail because quail is small. We used to have budgies as children, but um, we're looking at quail because quail just might be something that you can hide, but we don't know yet. Okay, so this is the juice. We're at 4 liters. I think we had more last time. I'm going to put a little pinch of vitamin C powder in there to give it a longer shelf life because every time there's somebody in the crew who doesn't drink them fast enough and they could put them in the freezer, but there's always that one who will remain nameless. But if she's watching this video, she knows who she is. Hint, hint. And okay. So where's my spoon? Okay, so I'll put a bit of vitamin C powder. There's other things that you can do, but for me, this is the can you see what I'm doing? So I'm gonna pour it in. And then just stir it with a knife, and I'll just stir this in a bit to get all the residue off. And I'll taste the juice as well. It tastes good. It's very gingery. But once it goes in the fridge for an hour or so and kind of mellows out, the flavors will kind of mold together. Right now, it's very like, oh, I taste ginger. Oh, I taste pineapple separately. But when you have it all in the fridge, all mixed up, it'll kind of make it all one nice flavor. And that's that. Yep, I stir with a knife. I don't want to add more dishes and give me more work to do. So, if I was doing a pre-recorded kitchen video, I'll do like a fancy spoon and do all the stuff and all the different shots. But I'm not giving myself work today to go clean up more stuff and wash more stuff. That's more work. Okay. So I'll pour 3 for now because I had 3 in the drying rack from before. Everything is stirred. I don't know if you can see. Well, let me put this. Can I put it down a little bit? Little tip. I'm on the laptop, so it's kind of a weird angle. Hold on. So I have to close the laptop a bit. Okay. And I fill these ones to the brim so that there's no air. That keeps it from oxidizing, and that keeps it from degrading so fast. So the minerals, nutrients, enzymes stay fresher longer. I'm pouring it, and it looks very creamy. It's not watery. As you guys can see, I didn't add no water to this. This is all H3O. Water from fruits and vegetables. Rich in minerals and nutrients. This is where I get a lot of my hydration from. But yeah, some of you need to think about raising, just think about it. Or quail. Quail is very small. They're very, I think they're more readily available. You can, what I saw on YouTube, they're easy to butcher. You can butcher them in, a laundry room sink or kitchen sink or outdoor sink, however you have your place set up. You can, oh, thanks. I think Lashes handled because someone's handling them. So that's 3 there. Let me get some more glasses. Ooh. Okay. Let me get this Okay. So H3O, guys. The juice always look. I'm telling you, you may not like it at first. For those of you who do not eat anything healthy, do not drink any, and it's just like you are so used to having soda pop and stuff. But if you start to do it, your taste buds will change. Just give it a try. You may need to add 2 pineapples to get through it, but I don't. Some of you might think, "Oh, I'm not gonna like green juice," and once you start drinking it, your body's gonna start to crave it because your body's gonna get what it needs and be like, "Oh my god, I need more of this. I need more kale juice. I need more green juice." And you add a couple of apples in there, a pineapple. I like fennel in my green juice now. Oh, it tastes so good. Your body literally will crave it, and when you don't give it the juice, your body's gonna get mad. You need to start giving your body what it needs. You can't wait till you get sick and in the hospital. Oh, I shoulda, coulda, woulda. When you know exactly what you're supposed to be doing, go just get up and do it. And don't talk about, oh, it's expensive. I just showed you how much it costs to make 26 ginger shots. I know we're busy. I'm as busy as you. People think because you don't have kids, oh, you're not busy. We're busy. We're busy too. But if you make the time once a week or so, you can get what you need and you have them in the fridge ready and you can have them in the freezer. Since I'm making the shots, if I had I'm saving for a deep freezer. I do not have a deep freezer. Once I get one, I'll make double the batch and I'll freeze them. Then that saves me even more time. Some of you are complaining, "Oh, I don't have time." Make the time, do a batch of it, and then you don't have to be doing it you can do it once a month and then pull them out the freezer as you need them. They can last in the freezer for what, 30 to 90 days? I don't know. You check that out. Don't quote me on that, but something's going to have to change. The only thing that's left for me to start doing now is get to the gym, get my butt to the gym. So I don't like going at night. I hate the crowd, and it's hard to get up early to go there and then come home and get ready for work. But thank God I work from home. So what's my holdup? I don't have to go to the office. So let me just get up, force myself to get up and get to the gym. Come home, shower. Suppose I come home late, let's just say, and I don't have time to shower. Then I just come home, work, and on my lunch break, I shower. There's always some excuse. Oh, that's nasty. Well, who cares? I'm home by myself. No one's smelling me. If worse comes to worse, I can just rush home, start my shift, and then I'll shower on my lunch break. I need to stop making excuses and just get it done. And I know it's hard to get up in the wintertime. For me, in the summertime, it's easier because the sun is up and I get up. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. These two make 12 that I'm doing now. That's 12. So let's see how much more. But I need to just get up and do it. So I may have to just get up, go to the gym, come home, drink my juice, have my healthy, my fruits and stuff. And then I'll just, take a lunch break, take a little extra longer lunch break and have my shower. And then the next day do it again, just so I can get into a routine. Because I do find it hard to get up in the winter when the sun's not up. It just makes it so, ugh. But that's not an excuse. Like, am I going to get excused from a disease? Because, oh, didn't you know I couldn't get up? Disease don't care. Disease don't care that I couldn't get up. Disease is going to be like, screw you. Get up off your butt and do something about it, or you're going to get the disease. I don't want to have to say, oh, I wish I could have, I wish I did. No, do it. No more wishing, just go and do it. Okay, so I'm missing one jar. I think somebody has one of my jars. If my family does not give me back my jars in a timely manner, I lose track of and I'm missing some jars. Sorry if I'm banging. Sounds like I'm banging, but I'm really not. Okay, so that's 12. Let's see if I get 15. I don't think so. Okay, so this one's 15. And I might get 15.5, but let me lock these ones up first. Yeah, let's try to make changes. Let's try to encourage each other for positive changes. I don't want to be on this platform and walking around and, you know, with packs of people or just negativity. I don't want to waste my time with that. We all have a tolerance for a little bit of mess, but not a whole bunch of mess. I'm not going to act like I don't. I like a little mess here and there, but yep, I do actually have enough for a full, complete. That's, I think, what, 16 now? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14. Yep, 16, guys. 16 jars of juice. Okay. Actually, YouTube is behind this time. Maybe my phone is behind. Okay, so is that buffered? I don't know what that is. Buffered, so probably it's not Fifi because I don't even know what that is. I believe it's it's ascorbic acid, which is vitamin C. I'm trying to find a plant-based one. Trying to find a plant-based one, but I haven't found one in a bulk supply to put. The plant-based one is actually very expensive. Not very, but it is expensive, obviously, because now I do see that it's separating a bit. I don't know if you guys can see, like there's some like different colors, so it is separating a bit, which is a bit normal, but it doesn't separate as much as the centrifugal juicers. Like the juice stays together. After like 10 minutes, you'll see water at the top and then all the stuff at the bottom. On the fast spinning ones, nothing's wrong with that. The juice is just degrading faster, but it's still better than drinking like a soda pop. So don't think that, oh, I have the fast spinning juicer, oh, I'm gonna go to you know some fiery furnace of, I don't know what you want to call it, but it's nothing wrong with that. You use what you have, and it's gonna be better than having processed stuff. You are going to go through more produce, yes, as you live and you learn, but you have to buy what's in your budget and do what you can. Unless you want to blend it and use a press bag, ain't nobody got time for that over here. That's a commitment. People who are like fully raw vegan do that stuff. I cannot commit to that thing. I can't do that. Let me put this in a box so I can carry it to the other fridge because I cannot carry one at a time. That's just too much. But yeah, like people who are raw vegan and stuff, they, fully raw, they will do that kind of stuff because they don't eat anything else. And they'll spend the time to like blend it, use a press bag because they want all the enzymes and stuff. And, I can't commit to that. So no, I don't want to use certain things. I can use a press bag for if it's something that's, the juicer wastes the ingredients. But for the most part, that's why I bought a juicer. But buy what you can afford. Hold on. Let me put this in the other fridge a little bit down the way. Somebody let me have their bar fridge, so I put some of the drinks in there. But I need a deep freezer. Give me a second. I'm just loading up this fridge with the juices. Okay. Okay. Whew. Okay, so that's going to be split amongst 4 of us. But I'm only going to give maybe 2 or 3 each because some people don't like beet. I don't know why, but they can still taste it. Okay, so let me load up the last few ones and then we'll just talk a bit and then I'll close it off. 1 second. Oof. Oh, shoot. Okay. It looks so pretty in the fridge, having all these like bright, vibrant colors, like a green juice. There's an orange, like papaya juice. I'm gonna have to look for a papaya because I want some papaya in my next drink. Okay. Let me take off this one glove so I can type. But yeah, that's it, guys. Oh, no wonder I'm not seeing the chat because my phone's on top chat, not live chat. Yeah, that's it, guys. See, there's enough juice. My family gets some. We have an arrangement, so I charge them like wholesale cost for like the ingredients and stuff. We use the canning jars and we wash them and reuse them, so we're not paying for bottles over and over again. And I reuse the plastic shot glasses for them for their shots. But if they want to get their own glass ones, they can do that, and then they get their 12 every time. I can make sure I do 12 for them every time. But for now, that's good enough. But I do want to move towards everything is glass. I'm watching some new videos, and I'm not sure what's fact right now. I'm just kind of watching, but they're saying after a time, even if something is BPA free, the plastic does eventually begin to leach into your water and your liquids. So those of us who have jugs and jugs of water for rainy day, they're degrading, which we kind of already know, and that's the risk we take. But how can we mitigate that risk? So I am looking into getting like the cooler jug, the big ones for the coolers in glass, because some places provide that. So if I can get a big jug and have those big jugs of water and go to a water plant, and fill it with spring water, I'd prefer to do that, but I don't know how feasible that is here where I live. It may be actually, not really possible. I'm not sure yet. I'm going to find out. Okay. This is not really that bad, but I'll wipe it off after. I'm not going to even touch that now. So I'll leave that alone, and I'll just dump the stuff. I didn't actually push down the inside like I should have after, but there is a bit of waste I should have pushed down before I closed it off. So, and there is residue in there, but that's normal. The pineapple is actual pieces of pineapple. This looked like it was ground down enough. So I'll put another bag of compost. The bag is compostable. I put them in bags because it's easier than going up to my compost bin and fumbling around with a big bucket or a bowl to dump it out. And I can tell if it's in a bag if a mouse has chewed through the bag as well. So sometimes I can see that they're chewing up the carrots. So yes, you will have mice if you're composting. It's kind of part of the process. Animals will always find the food. So you will have mice. And I did put a hardwire mesh under my compost, but I don't know if that's really stopping them. So I'm not going to put poison near the compost bin. That defeats the purpose. I put poison in my shed, but I'm not going to put poison around that. So you will have mice, but I have it so far from the house that they should be up there, not near the house. So that's why you gotta, if those of you who are composting, you need to know, some people put it near their house. Do not put it near your house. You put it as far away. And yes, it is a walk. You have to go and dump it, especially in the wintertime. You don't feel like doing it, but you don't put that near your house. Composts are hot. They're releasing heat. I remember one year I went and dumped the compost, and I saw these two eyes looking at me, and I'm looking at it, and the mouse jumped for fear, and I'm like screaming out there, screaming. And my family's like, "What's wrong with you?" I go, "Oh, a mouse." And my dad's like, "Who's bigger? You're the mouse. Why are you screaming for? Who's bigger?" But it was so disgusting. But yeah, they're building tunnels in the compost, have a whole house, because it's like a hot house, like a sauna. So you don't want that near your house, attracting all that vermin. No matter how clean you are, they're gonna find the food. One of them even moved, or some kind of animal moved underneath one of the raised beds at my parents' house. Okay, so I'm just cleaning up all the little crumbs first, and then I'll wipe everything down after. I'm cleaning off the auger. That's the part that chews the produce and stuff. Breaks it down like your teeth would. And then it presses it through the screen to extract the juice. It's not as invasive as the centrifugal. It's not as heat inducing, which kills the enzyme. So they say it's the new wave, new generation of juicing while keeping all the nutrients in the food. But as I said, the other one is still better than not juicing at all. And most people started off with the centrifugal, and that is very good as well. So don't feel that you have to buy the expensive one. That is not true. I only bought the expensive one because I realized that I was taking this seriously, and I've been doing it for a couple of years consistently. I've missed a few here and there, but I've been consistent. So it made sense for me to now invest in something more, you know, uh, better quality. So don't feel pressured, but start with a regular Breville. I got mine off of Facebook Marketplace for like 30 or $40 because the person didn't want it. Those go for over $100 and something sometime, and they didn't want it. And it was in excellent condition, and I could see that it was orange, so I know she was juicing turmeric because you don't know that will stain your thing. But other than that, it was hardly used. You don't have to go and buy nothing new. Some people are funny; they don't want nothing that somebody else used. Hey, you just put some bleach and water and you sanitize it. It's fine. Some things you don't buy from people. A juicer's not something you have to worry about. You soak everything in bleach, not the motor, obviously, but you soak everything in bleach and water and you sanitize it and you're good to go. So this one I couldn't get used because it was new on the market, but I've even seen cold press juicers on Facebook Marketplace as well too. Some older models because people sometimes upgrade and they get a newer model and they sell the old model. So if you don't want an older model and you don't mind cutting up things smaller to fit in the opening, then you can get a cheap one. I don't feel like cutting things smaller, and I know myself. I don't want to do it, so I just bit the bullet and got this one. I'm not watching the chat, so sorry. Give me a minute to kind of clean up. Hey, Erica, I didn't see you. Good to see you. And hey, David Corey. Did I miss anybody? Okay, I think I got it. Let me put my phone right here. I'm just trying to clean up the I made more ginger shots and I made more juice. And I'm getting a lot of vitamin C and chlorophyll from the drinks. I drink beets because I have, to deal with hypertension. So the beta carotene, the nitric acid in the beets, all that stuff helps. Let me just move that over there. So that's why. But do your research. Everything has its benefits, and not everything that's good for you is good for everybody. Sometimes people have allergies or other health issues. So again, it's not medical advice. Do your own research. Talk to your doctor to verify if there's any issues with your medication or any conflicts so that you're getting the right information for your situation. I think somebody was mentioning before something about too much, I don't know if it was greens, like brassicas can cause something. I can't remember, like poisons, but I think that's only if the soil has been contaminated. And most of us are trying to grow our own food. And if you're buying organic or buying good quality stuff, even if it's not organic, but a local farmer is not using all that stuff, because to be certified organic is a lot of red tape. And some people are growing organic, but they're not certified because they can't afford all those certifications and verifications. It's just too expensive. So don't assume because it doesn't say organic that it's not organic. You got to kind of find a local farmer and find out. Hey, hi, Gay. I know your name, but every time it's come time to say it, I can't remember the name. Huga. I think it's Huga. Sorry if I'm blocking the camera. Okay, everything is pretty much cleaned up. The rest will be rinsed out. And that's it for me for now. I'll clean up after when I finish my live. But what else do you guys want to talk about besides me juicing? I'm finished juicing now. I got my stuff ready. I got my stuff for a few days. So that means going into Christmas, I'll have my ginger shots. I'll have my juice, which will help me to eat a lot less because I'll be satiated with the juice. And well, your back's hurting, Mike. Ginger helps with inflammation. So the same ginger can help you with inflammation. And turmeric helps with inflammation because people take turmeric pills. So, whoops, what's going on here? You may need to make some ginger shots, Mike. Chaotic. You're gonna have to make some ginger shots. Ginger turmeric shots. That helps with inflammation, man. Mike is back. It's back chilling temps up there. Yep, it is. And we're supposed to get I saw a weather alert came on my phone. We're supposed to be getting a storm either Thursday, Friday, or somewhere into the weekend. And they're giving a travel advisory. And there's quite a few people I know who are going to Jamaica on Thursday. So hopefully that's not going to be an issue. I haven't planned to go yet, but I'm going to be going soon. That's for sure. I'm going to be going down there soon. I want to go now because we're selling the family property, the family land soon. And that will be the end of it. I'm not sure what's happening with the house, though, because in Jamaica, people bury their family on the property, not on so my grandparents are buried on the property. So I don't know if that means they're going to move them. And they're not buried underground. They're buried above ground. For those of you in a concrete vault. So I don't know if they're going to just take off the headstone and stuff and move the concrete vault. Or, I don't know if they're selling the house or just I don't know how they're doing it. But I think we're selling everything from what I understand. And we're going to move along. And then if people want to buy it in a gated community, we can buy in a gated community. Because none of us are going to go live down there. Because we don't know nobody. People that we know are gone. And to go live down there, you don't know people, is very dangerous. Because a lot of bad mind people want to put hit on people. And your own family sometimes put hit on you when you come up missing. Because everything is money, money, money. They think money grow on trees. They think by taking you out, they're going to live a rich life. And 5 minutes later, the money run out. What happened then? People like that don't have any skills to keep the money. That's what they don't realize. They don't have the brain power to keep the money. They spend it off and they're back in the same boat again. Okay, this is another full bag of compost. So a full bag and a third of a bag. The third of a bag I'm going to put in the fridge and wait till it fills up. The full bag I'm going to dump tomorrow in the garden, in the compost up in the garden. Okay, so that's done. I'm just rinsing off this so that when I come time to wash, it's not so much work. Just rinse off this. I don't feel like cleaning this second. I'll clean it yet. Anybody have any special plans for Christmas? Are you staying home? Are you traveling to visit your family? I'm going to be traveling an hour out of town to go have dinner with the family, as long as my sister's cold that she has is cleared up. So that's why I'm making some more shots, because we need to be drinking about 2 a day. Because if she's sick, I don't think we're going to be able to go. With my aunt and uncle and some of the other elders. And my dad is around my sister, but he hasn't gotten sick. He's taking all his healthy stuff. I think hers is more of a dust, just an allergy. But I had the same thing a week ago when I did the firearms course. Yeah, too much greed in the world. So I think they're selling the house. I'm not too sure. But I'm just gonna ask them if they're selling the house, are we moving, grandpa and grandma's Ma's thing there, because how can we go visit the? We can't go visit the. I always go up there, and I when I go to the house, I visit the tombs. I can't go visit them if they're not if somebody else owns the property. That's gonna be a little strange. So I think they're gonna sell everything. I think it's just easier because and we go to a gated community or somewhere near where there's more return residents, people who are from the states and Canada and England that are not, they've lived abroad. They're not gonna be trying to pull a fast one on you like that. There'll be more police presence, and mind you, the police is corrupt too. So you already know how that goes. The police is corrupt like what? Them wickeder than the gunman. Them some of them. I'm staying in, going to Denver for my birthday. Okay, yeah, we're pretty much staying in the area. A lot of people have gone to Jamaica. I haven't had Christmas in Jamaica. I don't even know what Christmas is like in Jamaica, because I don't remember any of that. I don't know any of that. So I do want to go down there for Christmas once. I've always had Christmas in the winter snow, never in the heat. So that would be new for me. I don't even know if that would seem real. Like you always have a white Christmas. Now it's going to be a hot Christmas. Tropical. Okay, so that I'll put in the fridge, and then I'll come back and we'll talk. But I'm just gonna stay in the kitchen. Whew. Okay. All right. So that is that. Okay, so I have the phone so I can see the chat. That's good. Enjoy your family, guys. For some of us, it's been a couple of years because we've been on lockdown. Oh, I see. Okay, thanks, Fifi. I see you on the membership. For those who were missed the announcement, I've launched the membership, so it's available now for those that were asking before, because I wasn't monetized yet. So now it is set up. You can click on the join button and check it out and see the different prices. It's only 3 tiers. I kept it on the lower end, so it's not too much, and that's it. And I'll make sure to do exclusive content for you guys, for the members. Let me see here. Make sure you thumbs up if you haven't thumbs up already, please. I don't see no thumbs up on my end, unless this is not showing me the accurate thing. So please remember to thumbs up. Oh, you take turmeric and ginger. Okay, that helps. Yeah, and I see they saying to stretch. Yeah, you need to stretch sometimes. That's why I ended up going to the chiropractor. It did help with some of my alignment and stuff, and the mattress. I had to change the mattress. I had to get a better pillow to support my neck. Oh, shoveling. Oh, you shovel every day. That will do it for you. That's why I had to get a snowblower, which doesn't work anymore because I thought I'd be modern and bought an electric snowblower, and it let me down because the battery won't hold the charge. So now I have to go spend a couple of $100 on a new battery, which I have not done in about 2 seasons because I have not spent the money yet. So I bought an electric shovel, which helps a bit, but there's no point of a snowblower. Well, there's a point. I find it blows more snow back into your face than anything. So you have to actually go and wear like a face shield to keep your face from freezing off. And you go back in the house looking like a big snow cone because there's snow all over you. There is 20. Oh, thanks, Cheryl. Sorry. For me, it shows 0. So, thank you. 26 people? Oh, I didn't have 26. So you guys, some of you just come in and leave, which is fine. So yeah, the shots are made, the juice is made. It's Tuesday. I'm gonna make a green juice maybe on Thursday or Friday, and I'm pretty much done until after Christmas. And that's what I'm gonna be doing. Making sure I put in healthy food. I have not had meat this week yet that I can recall. I'm thinking, and I don't even crave it. So I'm sticking to the once a week thing. Next week, if I get a lot of leftovers from Christmas, which I hope we don't, I might have a bit more meat. But other than that, nope, I don't want it. Fish and just plant-based. In terms of traveling, I'm going to start looking for a vacation in the new year to book a vacation. It's time to go somewhere and just enjoy myself. That's also part of my self-care going forward. vacations, whether traveling internationally, day trips, spa days, manicure, pedicure days, just some more self care. We need to start taking better care of ourselves, um, and that will also help with stress, emotions. There's so much stuff going on. Let me see. I'm going back. I'm going back in the chat to see if I think I missed anything from before. Um, if I missed anything before, I think I said hi to everybody. But if I missed anybody or those of you in the bushes, thank you. I fill jugs filtered water. I let sit 3 days and chlorinate. Yeah, I see that, Mike. I let the chlorine just dissipate in the water. I mean to ask if you're letting your water. Yes, I am using distilled water. I did buy 3 bottles of distilled water for the plants to start me off, but I have been using tap water and I let it sit for 24 to 48 hours to evaporate any chlorine. But I do find rainwater is better. But, you know, and I can't get any further back into the chat because it's stopping me at a certain point. Yes, need to read. Yeah, my well, the battery won't hold. Oh, you're talking about stress. Yeah, recharged batteries. Yeah, so I am going to be looking for a vacation, but I do want to upgrade my garden this year, which I have kind of upgraded, but I need to make some upgrades that will help me with my winter gardening. So I covered my garden out the back with some fleece, but that didn't do much. I need to have like a pop-up greenhouse over those raised beds and the fleece to keep the elements off of it so that the fabric doesn't freeze to the vegetables, and then have the fleece to keep the plants warm. So I need to make some upgrades so that way I can grow. Because right now I could have grown till like end of November, really, because those cabbages, collard greens, spinach are fine. It's just having like the freezing rain hitting them and all. If it wasn't hitting them, it wouldn't have been so bad. Uh, that's great, Urban. We went to 2 different states this year for vacation, and it's sad we didn't realize we need to enjoy life in a more positive way. 2020 taught us a lot. Yeah, exactly. Before you know it, you look up and it's like 5 years have passed by, 2 years have passed by, and you're working for all these future things. And it's like, no, you need to enjoy some stuff now. We are assuming we're going to be healthy and vibrant. Hopefully, we are when you're older. And my friend said the same thing. She goes, why am I waiting to go on vacation? And maybe I couldn't even walk good at 65. Maybe I'm going to be in a wheelchair or walker. She goes, no, I'm going to do these trips now. So her kids are all basically university and up. So they can be left home alone. They're fine. And she's traveling, going on walking tours, going to Great Wall of China, here, there, everywhere. All these trips that require a lot of walking, and she can enjoy. She's in good shape. She goes to the gym. She's enjoying these things. She's not waiting till she's 65, and it's like you have to be pushed around in a cart because you can't manage all the walking. She's like, nah, man, let me enjoy it now, and when I'm older, I can enjoy something else a little less vigorous, more less strenuous, and and I think she's right. Why are we waiting for a future? We don't know what's going to happen. She works in a nursing home and she knows what happens. She sees how people even have like dementia, Alzheimer's, and what could happen. She's like, nah, man, let me enjoy my life right now to the fullest. And then if I'm still able when I'm older, I'll do some other, or I'll go back to some places that I really liked and enjoyed and go see them again. So that's what I'm trying to do is balance your goals for your garden and your self-sufficiency, but I feel some debris on there, but still enjoy the world. There's a big world out there, man. Big world. I don't see anything else in the chat. You guys still there talking? You're there, but you're not typing nothing. I don't see nothing. You're just listening to me talking. The link is up there. Somebody wants to come up. The link is there. Um, but yeah, there's a storm coming this weekend. I'm not looking forward to the storm. I have a tenant that's being rude to me in my business partner. So I'm just praying God will just deal with the case and deal with them because I don't have time to deal with these wicked people. There's a wickedness in people, and they think God's gonna bless that. And then it's jealous. They're jealous of the light. Sometimes we have a light. You know that poem or the quote from Mandela, our greatest fear is that we're great beyond measure. For some of us who believe and know that we're great beyond measure, people get very jealous when they see that you're shining your light and you're not dimming their light for nobody. They get very jealous and bad mind and want to hold you to task, but it's all right. God knows and he'll deal with them accordingly. That's the end of it. But they're rude. If I did read to you the rude long email text message, I can't even read that. Like, who has time to type that long essay? And we're not. Anyways, she just carry on in a quarrel, and you better talk to the person downstairs. You better do it, and otherwise I'm gonna talk to them. It's not gonna be pleasant. First of all, you're making lot of assumptions because the people them downstairs is a couple, and I'm sure that man is gonna tell you to f off if you talk to his wife any kind of way. Hold on, let me turn off the camera 1 second to see something. He's gonna talk to you. He's not gonna let you talk to his wife like that. Okay, I'm gonna have to move the laptop. Look like it's getting low because I'm here talking. So let me move the. Let me move. 1 second. We're on the move. We're on the move. I'm gonna just mute the mic because you're gonna hear all the banging and stuff of me moving. 1 second. Soon come back. Okay, I'm back. I'm just connecting the mic is okay. So the mic is back on, and I have to set up the mouse. But yeah, she's coming with a rudeness, and it's like you have to really like, as I said, we talk about stress. People like to try you, and you know, if you're not careful, you get anxious. It's like, no, I'm not gonna let you get me riled up or nothing. A lot of what she says in their correspondence is highly inaccurate, highly misleading. Some of the things we've already addressed with her and him and shim and them as a couple, and I'm not revisiting certain topics again. And they act like they're entitled, and it's just Karen behavior over and over again. And you're not gonna ruin my time of rest. That is the end of that. I'm trying to make sure something's. See, I don't know if this is going to because last time I changed the background during a live, it messed up. Um, okay, so I might just leave the camera off because I'm not sure if it's gonna mess up this setting. But yeah, the people she just out of order, and I said before, you're trying to make us a manager to manage a place for you. Trust and believe that's so laughable because I would not pick the nastiest person on the face of the earth to go and manage nothing for me because you can't even manage yourself. So I'm gonna know what you're talking about. That's just funny. That's laughable because you're not even qualified to manage nothing. I don't. And as I said before, I don't know how these people have find man and keep man. But then again, two nasty people will like each other because they're both nasty, lazy, nasty, despicable, disgusting, and whatnot. And she have big talk context, you better. It's not gonna be pleasant. What are you gonna do? What you gonna do? Because if that man come and thump you down in your mouth, I'm not gonna say nothing to defend you because you going to go tell off people. And again, she's telling them to keep their child because this is a new couple, a different couple, and they also have a child. But you see how God works? God works in mysterious and funny ways because God is sending people with small children. And I don't know anybody who has a right to tell any parent to keep them pitney quiet, keep their child quiet. 'Cause I don't know which child gonna keep quiet because you said to be quiet. Because she said that you must be quiet. So I don't know what she's gonna go downstairs and go pound on the door and go tell the couple what. They're gonna tell her to F off. And I know one other couple did tell them to F off without even knowing that they did because she was on her, she shut her mouth, quick, quick, quick. The mom must tell her about her what's it, and tell her about her body and her this and her because some people can get very vulgar, and tell her where to go and how to get there, and she stop talk. I didn't hear a peep from her, but she wants to come and stress out people. Don't let people stress you out. That's why I'm eating better because it keeps me in a more centered place. Even though I'm talking about this, it's like, yeah, I can get off my chest and I'm not getting all riled up and whatever. Just don't let people bother you. There's always some little naggity person like a gnat. I had gnats in the house with the sorrel and it was so annoying. These naggity gnats just flying. They're not overly loud, but they're just there like these naggity gnats. Just yeah, she's gonna come up the wrong tree because she's threatening us like, oh, I'm gonna if I have to go and handle it. You better be careful which hornet's nest you go in and go ruffle because that man might tell you something. And more likely the man can even call the police and say that you're harassing me. Hey, Kenya, this journey, you're harassing me. Yep, you can only control yourself. And in controlling yourself is keeping your peace. Something's bothering you, let it off your chest and find your happy place and just go and keep doing what you need to do. I'm not going to stop my busy workday to sit there and type a whole essay to answer her inaccuracies. But when I do it, which will probably be on the weekend after I enjoy my lovely meal, I'll type a long essay itemizing each of her points and how invalid the points are and inaccurate and incomplete the points are. Because people like to always sprinkle, just like the devil, I sprinkle a little bit of truth with a whole bunch of lies. A little bit of truth with a whole bunch of lies. Okay, it did come up. Let me put my camera back on. I wasn't sure if the background came up. All right. I don't have my light on, so it's not as bright, but it's okay. Um, Okay, I don't think I missed anybody. But yeah, we're still here chilling. My neck is kind of crook. I got up wrong. Man, when you get to a certain age, oh my God, you have to stretch in the bed while you're lying down still. And then you have to get up at a certain speed because if you get up too slow or too fast, things start crickling and crackling. And then the whole day, maybe the whole week, you're just misaligned. Who knows what I'm talking about? Oh my goodness. I think my mom warned me about this, but now, man, oh my God. Just don't get up too fast and don't get up too slow because that's the end of it. So I kind of pulled something in a weird kind of way. Anyways, it's just you owe when you hurt. Yeah, you hurt yourself yawning. Oh my God. My dad told me you better watch when you start to sneeze. Sometimes you got to hold your chest. You got to cross his arms because if you sneeze too rough, you can break a rib, which is true. It's literally your regular daily functions. You be like, my God, having muscle cramps at the most inopportune times. You're trying to step in the shower, out the shower, and your leg cramp mid-air while you're stepping out. I said, what? Because I have a tub shower combo. Oh my God. Your leg cramp up mid stride. Just saying if you hold on to this and hold on to anyways, yep, you're getting to that age. And if you don't have see my foot just cramped almost right now. Just speaking to you. I put my foot in the wrong angle. I'm a foot nearly cramp up. Oh my God. You have to be careful because any little wrong move, my legs cramp up. This ain't no joke. Oh my gosh. I think I have to drink some more because maybe my muscles not hydrated enough. Oh my God. It's bad. This is what's happening in these streets. You're cramping up for no reason, spasming for no reason. Why are my socks in the opposite direction? Could someone explain to me why socks end up in the other direction? Can someone explain that to me? Why they don't stay in the right direction? Like, this is really annoying me. You walk from point A to point B, and your socks turn in 360 degrees. Yeah, all the little annoyances of growing older. Then I have to go bend down and twist the sock. This is why good we eat in bed. Yes, because if you don't eat properly, you pay for it. But I'm telling you, all kind of little cricklings and cracklings going on in these streets. But that's part of growing old. But I don't want to have to grow old and be like some of these old people who are not functioning well. I want to age gracefully. And I saw one lady on Instagram. She's 70 years old. She's a vegan, plant based lady. She does bodybuilding. I'm like, this woman looks better than most 30-year-olds. And she's 70. Skin is glowing, healthy, muscle definition, you know, push ups, doing push ups. I'm like, I can't even do 5 push ups. I can't even sit up off of my chair sometimes properly, which is why I'm going back to the gym. Um, so see, I'm on top chat. Why does it keep going to top chat? Then I'm missing some of your guys' comments. I'm telling you, you hurt yourself yawning and sneezing. It's not nice getting old. It's nice to have the knowledge of what you've learned through the years, but the actual aging of the body, that's not part's not fun. I don't necessarily like that part. I want to keep the same vibrance. If I could keep my body at the age of, like, I don't want to be 20, but like the age of 35, 38, and stay that age until like you're like 60. And then when you're 60, your body starts to feel like it's 45 maybe, or 40ish. Like, you just age, your body ages slower. I wish it would age like that, not so fast. I feel like it's going too fast. Thanks for joining the membership, Carbon Q. I see you there on the phone here. So yes, those who missed my announcement, I did the membership. It's available now. I am monetized now, and I will be doing some other content for the members, things that I'm not, as I said, I'm not going to talk about on the channel, which probably is still not wise, but whatever. I'll show the members. Whoops, I keep pressing this phone. It's doing all kind of bad commands. So I'm dealing with that bad, ungrateful tenant, and she's really unthankful, ungrateful, because when I sat down and took a stock of what she's gotten and benefited from versus what she's complaining about, people are just really unthankful. It's okay, because the more she hates is the more God blesses. Really and truly. The more she hates is the more God blesses, and the angrier she gets, because you are insignificant. And if it does lead to a court case or whatever, and we get fined, I just pray that the Lord will give us mercy, and things will be in our favor, because for the most part she's benefited more than what she's complaining. She's being unreasonable. She's complaining about noise, and the noise is regular living noise. Like, if you're in a building, especially an older building or a home that's a 2 level, you're going to hear somebody puts on the blender. You're going to hear somebody turns on the tap because the pipes are going to clunk. Like, you're going to hear things. There's no absolute silence. And she complains about every single person that's been there. So God has been sending people with small children. No word of a lie, because the last few people have been people with small children. Because if you had stopped complaining, God wouldn't be doing that. But because she's being so bad mind, God is sending people with children. And you can't discriminate and say, oh, no, you have a child, you can't come here. You cannot do that. So she's getting annoyed by kids crying. And kids cry at any time of the day or night because they're kids and they're upset and they're teething or they want something. And that's just the way it is. And she's now getting more annoyed, but it's really her own fault, because her behavior is causing this to happen. I'm not picking these people. Hey, Tori's Brain Games. No, she's being unreasonable, and like the noise, like there's a noise ordinance, or noise regulations in every city. And I'm not talking about people having a party or just regular day-to-day noise. Like, if she was hearing me play, YouTube videos, and the videos were too loud and it was going through the vents, that would be a noise problem for her. You can't, there's no absolute silence. She keeps saying, I am required, I have a right to enjoy the reasonable use of my home. Right. The word is reasonable. There's words there for a specific reason. Reasonable. You can't expect people to be silent. And you're going to hear floors creaking. You're going to hear doors. So we asked the people them we said from before 10 p.m. to 7 a.m. I think it is. And to keep it down. But up until 10 p.m., she ain't got no. So even during the day, she has a problem with people. Oh, I'm working from home. If you choose to work from home, other people are not required to keep that quiet for you. That's the unfortunate thing about the pandemic. People had to all go home, but if it wasn't suitable, some people stayed in the office because their home is not set up for that. Um, People are just ungrateful and they're difficult to deal with. You're going to hear noises. I hear a lot of banging sometimes from my tenant. That's just the way it is. Sometimes you are, thank God I'm not on a night shift or like when you're on opposite shifts, when you are sleeping in the day and then people are up and about. That wasn't an easy shift when I was doing that. But at the same time, I could not ask people to be, I had to get earplugs. When you mention earplugs, oh, I get ear infections. Anyways, these people are hard to deal with. Buy some. Oh, I might, I might do some of that. I definitely might do something. It's all right. God's just putting it all in place. It's just really funny. And how I know it's unreasonable is because she's on the upper level. So some of the stuff that she's saying, if she was on the bottom level and the kids were on top of her, I could understand some of that. But that's not the case. The kids are on the main floor and they're on top. So what's the problem? Oh, they're screaming all the time. They're screaming, they're screaming, they're screaming. Well, what do you want us to do? Because a parent can't make whether you duct tape their child's mouth shut, as I said this before, with the other child, nothing we can really do. Cricket, I was gonna give them some roaches too, man. But never mind, she's probably used to them anyways, because the way how the place kept. My God, I'm just irritated and tired of these same bad. But it's all right. I have to just pray a little harder and ask God for wisdom and how to deal with these people. Because in all seriousness, these type of people, you can't go and behave like street with these people. You have to be very careful when you're dealing with these Karens because it's very political and very, you know, legal. They know their rights. They know what they're allowed to do, not allowed to do, and you have to know that. Hey, Tori. Oh, thank you, Tori. Give me one quick second to take this call because she's calling me. I think she saw me live now. Thank you, Tori, for joining the membership, which I just launched the other day. Because I forgot that I didn't launch it and I didn't know what I was doing. But thank you. I have 3 seeds. 3 people are seeds. I had to figure out names. So how do you do? Somebody asked me how to did they gift a membership. I don't know, guys. I'll have to figure that out. Because sometimes people want to come in and gift people memberships. I'm not sure. Join membership. Member only. I don't know. And I'm going to do a survey. I know I had some people have approached me and asked me about merch. I was not going to do any merch. I had a whole live about merch. And now people like, oh, they want merch. So I'm not sure. I'll do a dance. You were dancing the whole live, Tori. You didn't do, I think you did one game, and the whole hour was making it rain, money flying here, cash apps going there, super chats and super stickers. I was like, is this a revival? It's like an online revival service. That's what I felt like I was in, an online revival service with modernized collection plate, which is just like, the app and people giving, and then the more you give, the more claps you get, and people just giving. I'm like, this is crazy. It was so hyped though. I loved it, but it's like we didn't play one game. We didn't have one family feud. We were just watching money rain from the screen and Tori dancing back and forth and shouting out people. It was hilarious. It was hilarious. But I gotta figure out all those fancy graphics and stuff because of like when you get a membership. I think that's why from the computer. I think you're right. Some that's probably why I'm on my phone trying to gift. I think you gotta do it from your computer. So I think whoever asked me that earlier, if you do it from your computer, you can gift a membership. So I don't know what I'm doing. I'm still figuring out this thing out. But I'm gonna try to get those graphics that I see like weightlifting geek and even Tori and like African Dreaming. When you get a member, some people have a little video for the members when they join on a live. They have super chats, a little money something. So it's kind of fun to watch. So I will try to get those things incorporated. Oh yeah, Sams is here. She's still cooking, so don't. She's in the live. She's just busy. But thanks for being here. Um, why is the chat on my phone? Oh, that's why. It's not up to date. I'm tired because this is really, but yeah. So I hope everyone has a fantastic Christmas break, New Year's break. I know some of you have, frontline jobs and busy jobs, so you're not going to really get much downtime, but enjoy whatever time you can. It's just nice to have some time with the family and friends. I'm trying to make sure my holidays with healthy eating as much as possible and none of this greasy, fattening, high calorie stuff. I'm gonna eat enough to feel good, and anything else I'm gonna ask for a takeout dish and take it home. I'm not gonna overindulge on the day. And I didn't make any more Jamaican sorrel yet, so I think I'm gonna make. It should have been made already, to be honest. It's for Christmas, but I think I'm gonna make it on the Monday, on the Boxing Day, because I'm just. It's just, or maybe Saturday. I'll make some, so I have it to drink for Christmas. But I drink it all year round, and I haven't made no black cake in a while. I have some fruit soaking, the rum cake we call it, or black cake. I'm gonna maybe make a black cake this year. I haven't made one in a minute, but my black cake tastes good. I have to say, like, not bragging, but my black cake tastes. People who don't even like black cake, when they had my black cake, they had my black cake away from me because they don't like black cake. So when I left, the person goes, they open the black cake and just gobble it down. So when I went back, I'm like, oh, did you try the black cake? They said, oh, that's gone a long time. They don't even like it, but they just yammed it all off. It was so good. They had a bite and they couldn't stop. I'm like, so I guess it's a compliment. But yeah, my black cake was nice. And I don't even like black cake myself, but that was good. I'm just here yammering on. So if anyone wants to come up, you can come up. I'm just going to be here for a little longer. I have nothing really planned tonight. I'm going to just, this WIG 2022 growing indoors. Man, my lettuce looks disgusting. I did a video on it. I'm going to try to edit that tonight, actually, so you guys can see my hydroponics lettuce that I bought from the store. Looking so forward to, like, yeah, I'm going to show you guys. Yeah. And I cut the root ball to fit in, and that messed up the lettuce, and it's struggling. So it's going to be a video of what not to do. The idea is still a good idea, but I should have made things the proper size and not troubled the root ball. And now I'm paying the price. And this is what happens in gardening. You want to, get it done, and you cause more damage. So I'm making gingerbread. Oh, ginger beer. I've never made ginger beer, but I love drinking ginger beer. Yes, I must have ginger. Well, somebody gives it to me, but I make my own sorrel now, and my fruit's been soaking for one full year. I have one that's been soaking for a year, Fifi. I cannot find the jar. I don't know where I put it. It's in one of the cupboards somewhere in the box, so I gotta find that jar. I bet somebody will know fix. I don't know what that means, Mike. I think I missed something. Oh, what do I have that but yeah, my fruits have been soaking. But somebody told me if you steam the fruits in the liquor, you don't have to make them soak for so long. It'll still have that nice flavor of it, like it was soaked for a long time, or soak it for a couple of days, and then something about the window, the sunlight, and it'll cure. No. People have found some shortcuts so that they can get the black cake done faster, especially when they have on-demand orders. for weddings or just holiday times. But I'm gonna make some sorrel. I think I might try ginger beer. I don't have a recipe though, but YouTube. I can find anything on YouTube and see what that would be because that would be good for the immune. That's like kombucha, right? That's kind of like kombucha. So if I can make kombucha, which I haven't made yet, but I know that recipe, it's probably similar for ginger beer. Okay, that is a good idea. That's you got me thinking now, Fifi. Ginger beer. I love me some ginger beer when I get it from people. And I'm gonna the black cake. I need some black cake. What else do you guys do for Christmas? There's a Haitian drink that I found, creme de leche. That sounds good. And I talked to my Haitian friends. I'm like, I'm gonna make me some creme de leche. That's not low calorie. That's not low carb. That's not keto. But at this point, I don't even care. I'm old school, so I do it as the olden days. That's the best way to do it. These modern ways, it's a shortcut. But I like to soak mine for a year, but sometimes it's not feasible. But mine's been soaking for almost 2 years, to be honest, because it's been sitting there in the rum in a sealed glass jar. Um, so that must be well nice. But I'm gonna try the shortcut method. I'm gonna try it and see. What else? Give me a second here. I have to make some more coquito. Oh, you're Puerto Rican, right? I don't think I've ever had that. Yes, it has to ferment a bit. It has fizz. You see, that's good for your digestion. These fizzy drinks, especially when you make them on your own. So I think I'll try that because if I know how to, I got a book, online book for kombucha. I'm only waiting to buy the SCOBY, but I'm kind of waiting because I'm trying to do the pressure canning first, and I have too much stuff going on. I want to just focus on one thing at a time. But the coquito, let me look up that. I don't even know what that is. It sounds like a drink. Trudeau to attend three Amigo summit as U.S. I don't even want to know. Some foolery going on with government stuff, but we'll talk about that later because I don't even want to talk about that now. Let me enjoy my little week till after Christmas, or maybe till at least Saturday because I might just start talking on Saturday. I'm looking up coquito. What's it made of? That looks like the similar to the Haitian drink creme de leche. Similar. Coquito is a if I'm saying it right, seasonal Puerto Rican beverage made with vanilla, coconut milk, which I have, coconut cream, rum, and spices. I can make that. I have all those stuff here. Let me see what it says here. It's probably gonna have nutmeg and cinnamon because you don't know that's a standard. Let me see the recipe. Who has a good recipe? Let me look on who's. Yeah, it says cinnamon and nutmeg. I can tell cinnamon and nutmeg that just goes together with, and I'm sure people put condensed milk in there too if they want to be extra with the sweetening. Um, Let me see what. Yeah, I'm gonna try that because that sounds like the Haitian. I'm telling you, all the islands are pretty much similar. We put our own spin on things, but the original, I'm sure, was standard, and then everyone kind of made their own twist on it. I need to make okay. So ponche cream, I used to make that too. I stopped doing a lot of those things because I promised God when I turned 40, I would do my best to eat healthy. Okay. It's a drink made with coconut milk and cream. Mine's chaotic gardening. It's fried catfish and a side of yellow rice. Oh, that's for your dinner. Ooh. Oh my God, I have so much scoby growing. I didn't know what to do with it anymore. So you can make a lot of kombucha. Sam's is saying coquito is absolutely delicious. Yeah, I'm gonna try that because I know I always have coconut milk. Well, coconut cream. Well, milk and cream is kind of the same. Coconut cream. Um, and I have rum. And I have nutmeg, I have cinnamon. Unless there's some other stuff you put in there. I don't know. I don't see. And that's better for me than eggnog because I don't want the dairy. That's like a plant-based drink. That would meet. I like to add pineapple. Oh, that's like a pina colada. That's so that you're making it like a. Okay, I gotta try the pineapple chunks in that. That sounds good. That's like a pina colada without having like the standard pina colada. Um. Okay, so that sounds like a good drink. So I'm gonna have to try that. Let me put a note with the creme de leche. Oh yeah, and this person's saying they sweeten it with condensed milk. So that's like the twin of the Haitian drink. So we're saying the same thing, but it's not, it's the same thing. But hold on, I'm looking up this recipe. This person is using it it's made of both evaporated and condensed milk. Okay, that is fattening. That's fat on fat. Condensed milk and evaporated milk, cream of coconut, spices, and they never say the spices. It says spices, rum, and in this version, egg yolks. I am not putting egg yolks in my drink. It is always because of my holiday. So no egg yolks. I don't. No. Let me scroll down and see if they actually name the spices. Now you have me. That is fat upon, but that's good. It's only once a year. But condensed milk and evaporated milk. But you don't need evaporated milk because the other recipe said coconut cream and coconut milk. So if you use the coconut cream, you don't need the evaporated milk. So that would be more plant-based. And then you use the condensed milk if you would choose. But they have plant-based condensed milk, I heard. Oh, you don't put egg yolk in there. Yeah, that's like, I want coconut cream and pineapple and spice. Yeah, that sounds good. And yeah, if I use the spiced rum, not the regular Ray and Nephew, or if I use Appleton, I don't have any Appleton, that might add a different flavor. Ooh. That sounds really good. Now I'm on another screen looking at the recipe. So a teaspoon of vanilla extract, cinnamon. Oh, and it says cinnamon and clove on this one. But if I put cinnamon, nutmeg, and clove, because I like all three of those, that would be a nice warm. And you can have that drink warm or you can have it cold from what it sounds like. If you're feeling a little not under the weather, you can have it warm. Well, I'm going to try it warm and I'm going to try it cold. Okay, I'm going to try that. Sorry, I'm just like staring at the recipe like looking, but that sounds good. In Puerto Rico, they have it all the way from Thanksgiving until New Year's, along with pernil and lechon. Don't know what that is, but I'll look it up. But the pineapple, that's what I'm saying. You put in your exactly. I put that in my coffee too. You go to work with a hop, skip, and a step. That's a nice coffee. Yeah, I'm gonna try that. That's something that I would put in my coffee now. If you want like an adult coffee, some people have like a nighttime decaf coffee with a little adult, beverage in it to kind of, warm your stomach. That would be nice. That would probably be good in a nice hot chocolate too. Okay, I'm gonna pick up those ingredients. I have the coconut cream. No, I have coconut milk. I think cream is more fatty, so I'll get some cream. And I have all the spices. I don't have the Appleton rum or a spicy rum, so I'll go to the liquor store and try it with a spicy rum. I think, and I'll try a spicy rum, and I'll do one with this Ray and Nephew and see. But I'm pretty sure the spicy rum will add a nicer flavor. So let me get another bottle of rum. That's gonna be nice. That's gonna be fire. And then the creme de leche. I'll try it, but for now I'll just do one. I can't be that's too much fattening at one time. So let me do one bottle of coquito. Coquino. I forgot the name already. Coquito, and then I'll try the creme de leche. Yeah, you don't have to have alcohol, but I'll put a little bit in there because I'm sure it'll make it last in the fridge longer. Because if you have nothing in there, it's gonna start to curdle, right? After a certain time, it's not gonna like stay for a week. So I'll add a, but no, I want the alcohol. I deserve it. Let me get. I'm gonna put some rum in there. We're not having no mocktails. We're having real adult cocktails for the holiday season. So let's enjoy. I'm having a real cocktail. It's been a rough year, so we're gonna enjoy and we're gonna celebrate. That's good. Thanks for mentioning that. I've never heard of it. I don't have a lot of. I don't think I have any Puerto Rican friends. No, I don't know anyone from Puerto Rico. Dominican, I think I have. Some people from Cuba. I have know someone from Venezuela and Brazil, but I don't have any. But maybe you guys they have similar stuff, but they call it something different. But I don't have any Puerto Rican friends that I know that said they're Puerto Rican. Um, wow, that's good. I'm gonna try that. That sounds very. I can just and the texture is very creamy. Anyways, what else are you gonna make for Christmas? Those of you who have cultural stuff, do you guys? I guess most people do hams. I'm not doing ham. I don't really do. We don't really eat the pork no more over here. Not over here, like in my family, not over here in Canada. Pork is very popular over here, but I'm not really into the pork anymore. I have some pork fat in my fridge that I use to fry eggs from time to time, but I haven't eaten bacon in a long while. Once in a while, I do feel to have bacon and eggs, but it's so infrequently. I can't remember the last time I had bacon and eggs. I can't remember. It's been a while. And I usually use turkey sausage now or turkey bacon. So, yeah. But ham, we're not going to do, but we used to do ham. Spiralized ham was the best invention ever. And the Filipino ham with the sweet sauce on top, I love that. Um, the Filipinos got me into the sweet bread too. Not ampan, what's it called? They have a sweet bread called ampa, ampa something. Not empanada because that's something different. Ampa. Is it empanada? I can't remember. They have a sweet bread. For those of you who are Filipino and maybe it's also Latin, and they have cheese on top and like a icing on top. And it's like fresh individual balls of dough that are stuck together. So you just pull them apart. You get a big platter and you pull them apart. It's Filipino sweet cheese bread. They got me into that, and that was the end of it. I love that bread. And that bread, my God, if you eat enough of that, you have itis. Literally, you knock yourself out with all that carbs. Never again. So I had to cool off with that. And then what else did I try? We have the usual Jamaican stuff: oxtail, curry goat. People like, sometimes they like jerk chicken or stewed chicken, rice and peas. We do white rice. Going to do breakfast on Monday, which will be ackee and saltfish, callaloo, fried dumpling, fried plantain. We're gonna have some sweet yam, and I think my dad wants dasheen and hard dough bread, Jamaican hard dough bread, and something else for breakfast. So we're having that on Monday. We're not doing everything on the days. Too much food, too much stuff. So family breakfast on the Monday, and I think we might have breadfruit. I think I have some breadfruit in the freezer, roast breadfruit. So if I have some, I'll put that in there too. I like that with ackee and saltfish, and then Christmas. I know we're having fish, veggie lasagna as well. Um, Sometimes we make a soup for a starter. We usually have a salad, but I don't know. It depends on who's hosting, so I don't know if my aunt's gonna bother with a salad because kind of like carbs and protein, and then cheesecake or some kind of dessert. We'll see. We'll figure something out. We get ackee, so usually we get ackee in a can. But whenever anybody comes back from Jamaica, we we bring back ackee. Like most Jamaicans, when they come back from Jamaica, their suitcase is full of food, roast breadfruits, yam that's peeled, and as soon as you come off the plane, and hopefully your luggage is not held, you come home and you're literally just like bagging stuff and putting it in the freezer. You're cutting up the breadfruit in portions, cutting off the burnt edge, and you're putting it in the freezer. You're putting your ackee in the freezer. Sometimes the ackee is already cooked. Um, oh, it's not late. It's 8:30 p.m. my time. Oh, I love ackee. I used to hate ackee because I didn't know I was so young. We only had it from a can. When I had the real one, oh, Lord have mercy, the best thing. I haven't gone back. We freeze that. When we come from Jamaica, I bring back seasonings. Not so much now because I don't know what's in them. They always have these big bins of seasoning. They don't have any ingredient listing, and I know there's MSG in them, so I don't buy. I buy like the pimento, all what you guys call allspice. I'll buy cinnamon stick, cinnamon leaf, sour sap leaf, things that are that I know what it is, not a mixed dry seasoning. I will buy I bring back thyme. I bring back ginger, but it has to be peeled and sun dried. So my aunt usually graters it and puts it in the sun to dry and flakes, and I bring the ginger back. I bring back everything from Jamaica. I bring back cooked fried fish. I think Lashes brought back KFC chicken, and because you can't get it's so good over there. And people come back with a hard dough bread, a bun, and they come back with sometimes a box of patties, a box of spicy nice patties. because, but yeah, I bring back ackee from Jamaica. And I come back and I put it in the freezer. And my neighbor who came from Jamaica in August, no, a lie, she came back from probably in June. It's in the freezer. So that's still good. So yeah, when I say aki, it's usually what we have in the freezer from. Oh, it's 3:30 a.m. in Tanzania. So what are you doing up so late, African dreaming? You're supposed to be in your bed. But yeah, if you want to get it in the can, it used to be $8 for a can. As of right now, I haven't checked, and I'm pretty sure it's more, but hopefully not. And you can get callaloo in a can. It's not the same, but it's still something. And most of us here have callaloo in the freezer because we grew callaloo and we cut it up and we froze it raw. And I have some in the freezer that's already been cooked with all the, the seasonings and stuff, and sometimes with saltfish, and it's in the freezer. So once it defrosts, you got to pour off the water because it gets a little soggy, and then you keep going. I love ackee. I don't think you guys is it readily available in the States, ackee? Because I think it's like not common unless you go to the Asian stores. I thought I was the only one that did that. No, no, sir. When we come back from Jamaica, it come like we come off the boat for the first time. And one lady, last time I went, not last time, a few times before I went, came back, and the flight attendant was a black lady, and you think she would have understood. But now they got smart. I used to go and check my bags and weigh them. And then I would go in with an extra shopping bag with extra stuff. But now they had the security gate on the plane. They had the scale and stuff there to see if your handbag and extra stuff was. It was so embarrassing, but they didn't pull me over. I walked with the bag like it was light as a feather. And it was breaking off my shoulder, but me walk with the bag light, 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 because I had fish in there and mackerel and all kind of stuff in my bag. I'm not leaving this. Mm-mm. No, sir. Nope, nope, nope. You work too hard to bring back that native food. People don't understand. That's why I have pimento from Jamaica, and I have certain bush. I have fever grass, which you guys call lemongrass, from Jamaica. I have peppermint bush to make tea. I have Sirasi. I have all the stuff that I have for tea. It's bush from Jamaica. So that's what I have. But they got smart now. And then when I was on the plane, I don't know why these people have so much extra bags. The flight attendant, the black lady talking to me. There's not all these people, only two people, the three black people, the Jamaicans. You come back, of course we have an extra bag. And you want to see mango. I told you guys last time I went through customs and the whole hand luggage was full of orange balls when they x-rayed it, orange balls. And they're like, you don't have no clothes, no food, no nothing, no clothes, just mangoes, a whole bag full of mangoes. Plus I have avocado, which we call pear. You have to bring back pear. You bring back one for auntie and one for uncle and one for so and so and so, because everybody wants to get a little taste of Jamaica because they haven't been back in a year. So everyone has to bring back. And then you have to bring back the greater cake and the gazada, which I can't stand gazada, and the greater and the pink on top, And the what else did I have to bring back? And the Toto. I hate Toto. Ugh, I hate that. And then of course you have to bring back the Rhea nephew, and then the coconut cream liquor from the duty free shop, and then you have to maybe sneak in the Alizé and some other stuff if you can fit it in the bag. But by that time you're done overweight. So literally, yeah, you know, this is how it works. This is how it works. So yeah, I bring back a lot of stuff. That's what I do. That's the only. Oh yeah, hello Bami. How can I forget the Bami? You have to bring about 4 pack of Bami, and then you have to cook them, and then sometimes they sit here for weeks and go ginger. But my dad uses them now. But I love Bami now. Actually, it's like French to me. It's like a French fry almost. Bami with the ackee. What? You have to bring back some Bami. Then you have to bring back. What else do you bring back? No beaver. No, ain't no beaver. You bring back. Um, Breadfruit though, I love to be some roast. They roast it there, and you just freeze it, and it lasts quite a while in the freezer. If you like double bag it with a good freezer bags, it will last you a good while in the freezer. I haven't brought back callaloo. That's not something I can grow callaloo here, so it's not like I have to bring it back. Um, I do bring. I have some seasonings here that I somebody brought back for me, but it's still here. Oh no, they know that trick already. They know all the trickeries and the extra handbag and the extra this and the this. They know all the tricks. There's nothing more you can do. They're gonna weigh everything, and if you're 1 pound over, you have to pay for the overweight charge, or you have to pay for an extra piece of luggage. So now it's like I just pay for an extra piece of luggage because on the way down, no, and I leave my clothes down there now. I have clothes that's down there, so you'll see me in the same frock I wore 2 years ago because that's all I have down there. I don't really, yeah. Um, what else? I have never brought back planting because there's certain things you cannot bring back because it has to be peeled. It has to be, there's certain rules. And that's why I do not fly through the US on the way back. The US will take away everything in your bag. They have too much rules about carrying back this and carrying back that. And I said, never again. And I do not fly through the US to come back because I want to bring back my food. I bring back Naseberry. I bring back Costi. I bring back all kind of never bring back pineapple though, because this doesn't, travel well. All kind of stuff. I bring back all that stuff. And usually if we're smart, some of this like the fried fish and certain stuff, they cook it for me before we come back. And even the ackee, and we freeze it so that when I come back, it's cool in the suitcase. And just in case your luggage gets held up and you don't get it back the same day, it will last a day before it starts to go off. So we start to freeze the stuff so that way when we come back with it. But now I carry the fish in my hand luggage. And then the rum, yeah, peeled and seeded. Exactly. There's rules to this. And people who carry back food have learned the rules. So, oh yeah, we carry back food. It's a whole process. Some people don't like to carry back food, especially if it's for other people, but I carry back because I know how important these things are and how much we like our native food. So I'll carry it back. I've carried back sorrel before. Somebody gave me some sorrel, fresh sorrel. I dried it on the zinc over there though. I didn't bring it back dry. I dried it on the zinc. And yeah, and all the bush, all the tea, all any kind of bush for tea. I brought back guinea hen weed. I brought back stinking toe. I brought back all kind of stuff they have. And they're like, what's stinking this stuff? Bush. I brought it back. JFK is easier than Miami, and that's where I was. Miami, hated it. But Puerto Rico customs was always the worst back in the day when American Eagle was flying to Grenada. Oh, yep. So for me, I avoid the U.S. I get direct from Montego Bay to Toronto because I hear you're allowed and gung and gru gru. Yeah, stinking toe. So what else did I bring? And I brought back sour sap. Somebody brought they brought me a sour sap. We skinned it and seeded it and put the pulp in a Ziploc bag and we froze it. And I still have it in the freezer to make a smoothie, but I can't find it because there's too much stuff in the way. But I have a bag of sour sap pulp from Jamaica in the freezer. And you think, why you go through all that? It's just you want your native stuff. And when you're down there, the first thing I do when I come off the plane is we pull over to the roadside and buy a jelly. Buy about 2 jelly coconut. Because I don't drink on the plane. I don't want to have to use the toilet on the plane. I drink at the airport. I use the washroom right before they call for this come on the plane. I go to the washroom one last time. And while I'm on the plane, I try not to use the washroom if I cannot. I don't like using the plane washroom. I feel like they're gonna suck me down the toilet. Have you seen the toilet flush? It's like you're gonna suck down the toilet down and just dash you out onto the into the air. I hate that washroom. Anyways, I digress. So when I get off the plane and you get off the plane in Jamaica, it's like you feel the humidity and the heat. It's like whoa, like you're hot. Then you gotta go through, customs, get your suitcase, blah, blah, blah. Go outside, find your ride. By that time, you're just like dehydrated. So I have to go and get a 2 jelly. And usually they bring me some mango that's cut up already and had a little salt, sometimes salt upon it. But my aunt who did that is now passed away. So I don't know what these new people are going to do. But yeah. And I drink and hydrate and then I go home. And once I'm down there, pure natural foods. The chickens, you can buy chickens from any local farmer. They could butcher it for you that day if you want it freshly, all kind of options. I do eat pork when I'm down there because we usually raise our own pork and they kill it themselves, butcher it themselves. I gotta stop saying that word, butcher it themselves. And so I do eat it when I'm down there because my uncle likes a lot of pork, but I don't really want that much. But I'm not gonna say, oh, I'm not eating that. I'll eat it when I'm down there. A lot of fish, especially at the beach. When I go to the beach, I know the fish. I know one of the fishermen there. He's probably old now, and I'll buy a roast fish at the beach. Um, and pretty much a lot of ital stuff. A lot of ital stuff. But yeah, roast corn. I haven't had roast corn where I go. I don't get no roast corn. I haven't seen it. Have not seen it. I haven't seen anybody growing corn in my area. So that's not something I get in Jamaica at all. I get cornmeal, but I don't get corn. You know what I noticed? Let me ask a question. I went even in Jamaica, I went to the feed store where you buy the feed for your animals, and they have the big bag of cornmeal. And my uncle and the family, they use that cornmeal to feed the animals and they use it to eat themselves. Is it the same cornmeal? Cause I see they have cornmeal here in Canada at the feed store to feed the whatever livestock, and they have crack corn. That's the same corn, right? We can grind that up and make our own cornmeal. Isn't that cheaper than buying it from the grocery store? They usually have it on the road. I don't know if I saw that. I know they have the jerk. When on the road, they have the jerk pit at the roadside. The jerk chicken is nice at the roadside. What? And they sometimes have it with a piece of festival. What? At the best, I tell you, at the beach too. And I can't wait. And the one thing I like about Jamaica, I cannot get that here. I cannot get the red stripe sorrel, and I have the red stripe lemon. I drink red stripe morning, noon, and night, and I don't get tipsy. It's like it comes like water. Over here, I'll be like, ooh. There, it comes like water. I don't feel no alcohol. I'm so hot that it's just evaporating. So I drink coconut water and I drink red stripe pretty much morning and the cran water at at the beach. I don't drink tap water because it's I can't risk it. I'm not there long enough to get used to it, so it's gonna give me diarrhea. So I have to drink bottled water. But yeah, that's it. Yes, taught the local. I'm telling you, that's what I miss. That I miss the and then oh, an ice cream. I love getting ice cream. They have the Devon House ice cream all around the island. I love it. The the Dragon Stout ice cream, and there's another flavor I like. Oh, it's so good. That's one of the few times I eat ice cream here, but not that often. It's not like I don't really crave it. I'll have a frozen yogurt, but down there I'll eat ice cream, and they give you the big old scoop for like ends up being like $1.50 or $2. Mind you, that was then. It's I haven't been back in like 3 years, so it's probably gone up since then. Ice cream, and they have the bicycle that goes around, and they whip the ice cream for you. You know, the old time ways. Not so much now, but they still do it a bit. And then they have the bag juice. I don't bother with that. I don't really like bag juice. I just go buy a cran water or buy a. I like June plum juice. I discovered June plum juice at the patty shop one day, and I was so well fake, man. I'm like, you guys never told me about the June plum juice. I always buy the fruit punch, and they when I had the June plum and ginger, that was it for me. I will drink that anytime I find it, but it's never there. When you go down to go and buy it, they don't have it at all the patty shops. And I buy a chicken patty or a cheese patty with cocoa bread and a drink. Every day I have a patty in Jamaica. Every day I will buy a patty. So then I end up eating a lot of meat, but I'm only there for like a week or two. But the patties there, oh my God, I love it. The spicy nice and the juicy patties. And then I buy they have a juice man that sells freshly pressed juice because a lot of Rastafarians live in the area now. So they have like ITEL restaurants. So I do buy stuff from the juice shop, but you know, I'm gonna go. Oh, I love June. Yeah, I'm telling you. But I think there's lime in there. But man, I love June plum. It's so refreshing. I'm like, you guys have been hiding this from me. And every time the man that's laughing goes, yes, we have the June plum because he sees me coming. And I'm like, do you have? Yeah, we have June plum. If it's not there, I'm like, I kiss my teeth, and he's like, but I still buy a patty. I still buy a patty, and then I leave. But yeah, I just miss. I got to go back this year. Well, it's gonna be next year now, which will be almost 4 years since I've been back. So I'm gonna go back. Yep, cane juice. They have it here too, But that's one thing I can get here. They have it at the flea market in the summertime. A man will he has a machine and he make you cane juice. It's so refreshing. I love that. I wish I could grow cane here, but and you know what, my uncle actually had the audacity to dig up all the cane at the house. And I was like, how dare you? Oh, you guys like it? Hello? We don't get cane in Canada. Like, we can't grow it there. And we expect to come here and I don't want to have to buy it. I should be able to go. My dad used to always go in the backyard and just cut it and we peel it and we sit there and eat sugar cane and chew it and just talk on the balcony. My uncle decided to dig it up. I said, how dare you? I was so mad. He was like, oh my God. We look forward to having sugar cane. We don't get that here. If I was in Florida, I was I can grow it, but I don't live in Florida. I live in here, and I cannot grow any of that stuff. We have a lime tree down there. I was actually shopping for trees today online, and I'm going to be investing in some trees. My Calamandan orange dead, 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 dead. So I think I either underwatered it because I didn't want to overwater it, and the soil may not have been enough for it because I think it's a heavy feeder. So I did some more research, but I'm gonna invest. I want a pawpaw tree because that's cold tolerant. I want another fig tree, and I found a persimmon tree at a local Ontario nursery. Persimmon. The kumquat tree is available, but I don't know how cold tolerant it is. I heard they were cold tolerant, but that's about $100. But I'm gonna try to get one. They don't understand that we don't have no, we don't have that luxury. I was so upset. And then I'm gonna look into there's another place that sells tropical plants here. So I can get a Meyer lemon, a Eureka lemon. There's also the pink lemon, and they have a calamandan orange. But I would rather get the lemons than the calamandan. I wouldn't bother waste. I wouldn't say waste. I would invest in the lemons and see how that works first, and not invest in another calamandan orange because I can get a lot more out of a lemon or key, if I can get a key lime, that would be even more ideal. Um, and have that in the living room. That's gonna stay inside. It's not going outside because I'm not bringing back no gnats and no stuff in this house. No more of that. I'm gonna boil the soil and do what I have to do outside in the spring and get that whatever organized and pot it up and bring it inside and put this stuff on top and whatever repellent, and it's not going outside. My kumquat is in my garage. Had it for 2 years now. Just okay. So when indoors is gonna be in the garage because we're not bringing nothing more from outside in the house because that sorrow nearly mash up my whole existence with all them bugs. So I have my fig tree in the garage right now. It has some fruit on it. It's not ripening anytime soon. It's probably the first time it's ever grew any fruit, to be honest. Because when I bought it, it was not in a good pot. I up potted it, fed it with fertilizer, gave it some nutrients. It, blossomed, it expanded, it grew in height, put some fruit on, but it's probably just like, the first fruits that you kind of throw off. Um, so if the kumquats can go in the garage, then I'll get a kumquat because I will put them in the garage. That's not an issue. And I heard you can eat the skin, so to me that's an easy thing. You don't have to peel it, and that may add some nice flavor to my juicing, and so on and so forth. And then the pawpaw. Somebody gave me an apple tree this fall, a seedling. It's out. It's been outside, and it's still outside at my house. She says leave it outside. It's cold tolerant. And she already had it outside. And I have the peach tree, which looks like it's dead. In the spring, if nothing happens, it's going back to Costco. I'm going to return it and purchase the peach tree from this nursery. I had to put in my orders though pretty early. I think January or February they're going to be having their orders, which is why I missed it last year. So this year I'm making sure I put my orders in. And I want the persimmon. I'm definitely getting a persimmon tree, but I want most of my trees to be able to stay outdoors. I don't want to have to put so much in the garage because it's a lot of space it takes up. So, and the lemon tree will stay in the living room. That's not going outside. I'm not doing that. I'm trying to have more fruit and vegetables. They have that, the Miwa kumquat. They have that one. And I want to eat the skin. That will save me having to do no peeling. Because the Calamundan was very tart and very sour, which I don't mind, but I want some sweetness. What else? But I'm gonna invest in some trees this spring because last year I missed the deadline, and if you don't get them, like you can't get I haven't seen a persimmon tree at a regular nursery. And the trees that were there at the one nursery, which I did a video clip, which I have not released yet, some trees were like $120. And it wasn't even trees that you wanted, like cherry, like it wasn't anything that I would want. It was like the unpopular trees. They didn't have any they barely had a fig tree. They had the one kind, but it was a tiny tree, no leaves, and it was only like it was about $20, but they didn't have any other options. They didn't have any elderberry, they didn't have any trees that we kind of talk about in the gardening community. I haven't seen them at the stores, and $120 for a tree is too much. And not even that. How do I carry that in my car? It's like a big, huge tree. I want something that can fit in my car. I can get it home. I can up pot it, and I have it in my bucket. I don't want it to grow that big, and then I can't maneuver it. So it was not a good investment. It was too expensive. I have a persimmon twig. I hope it survives in the garage. Oh, it should will. Yeah, because persimmons are cold tolerant. That's why what I'm mentioning are things that I know I can grow here, and you definitely can grow it over there. That's not going to be an issue. I'm 99% sure it's not going to be an issue. But I can't wait. I had persimmon once that I recall. Didn't like it. I've had it again recently. Love it. Now I know why my mom was like, she started to eat, she loved it. Because to me, it looked like a tomato. So it had a tomato taste in my mind. And the one that I had wasn't right, but this one was sweet and creamy. It's like custardy. I'm like, man, nice. So I bought some figs from the store, and it's not gonna be as good as growing your own, but I enjoyed the taste of the black mission fig, and that's all they had was a black mission and another one. I can't remember the name, but I bought it from the store. They weren't cheap, but I purchased them and they were very same thing, creamy and nice, not overly sweet. Had a nice texture. So definitely gonna get some more figs. I like some of you guys have like a lot of fig trees. I can't find those ones here unless somebody's like selling them on Kijiji or something. I haven't seen them in any of the nurseries. I don't see like this, 4 and 5 variety. I haven't seen Chicago Hardy. I haven't seen the Black Turkey. All the different names you guys talk about, have not seen them here. And if I do see them here, I can imagine how much they're going to cost. So I never had a fresh fig, but I like fig Newtons, which I know is not the same thing. I know it's not the same, but if you like figs, I think you'll love fresh figs. And I do like figs. I always people like, "Ew, you like those?" Oh, but I don't know. I like figs. But now that I had a fresh fig, I'm like, "Oh my god. This is how it's supposed to taste? This is fantastic." And you don't crave for me, I don't crave the candy as much if I have all these nice fruits because the fruits give you that, some of them taste like candy. Some of the grapes taste like cotton candy. And I want a grapevine as well. I saw somebody on the nursery mentioning they sell a certain grapevine, seeded grapes, obviously, because um, but only one kind. I'm not sure if it's gonna be hardy in my zone, so I'll have to check. I'll have to check the nursery filters. They have a filter for your zone to search by zone. Hey, Renaissance Grandma, I'm just here yammering on. I was juicing earlier, but just yammering on. Um, but yeah, I'm trying to figure out. But yeah, I want to grow tent. So every time there's overtime, I'm just doing the overtime and putting it aside because I want to grow a tent and a light for my garage for next winter so that I can have those things in the garage to overwinter and actually grow things in the garage, as well as my indoor gardening with hydroponics. But like the Swiss chard can stay in the soil in the garage. I don't have to grow that indoors. It does fine in the garage. Mustard greens and stuff like that that's already in the pot. I want to just put them in the garage and then leave them there. But in the house, I can do lettuce, arugula, spinach, and stuff like that I can harvest quickly. Cabbage, I can put the cabbage and the radishes and stuff in the garage. I want a deep freezer so I can freeze some stuff because I did not do a good job of preserving all my food. Everything was dehydrated and dried, but some things are better when they're frozen or canned. So I need to do a better job of that. I did not do a good job with the overwintering outside. I need some pop-up grow tent or something. And yeah, there's several things I want to do. Let me see what definitely grab a big net and put over your grapevine. The birds, oh, they like grapes too. These birds, and if you guys don't know, you can't always tell in the videos. There's a lot of birds in my backyard. A lot of birds talking, chirping, flying back and forth. They're already in my yard because I have a lot of bugs. When you have a lot of bugs because of the crops that you're growing, they can come and eat the bugs. So they eat the bugs. They don't really eat they don't eat my food yet, but I do have a blueberry bush covered with mesh. And oh, my strawberry bush, I had to cover it with mesh. So that they like my berries. Hey, Krubby. They like my berries, but I don't think they trouble my mind you, they'll eat the peaches if they were there, and they would eat the apples and pears, but I covered them with stockings, pantyhose, because I didn't have organza bags. But they're gonna be coming around more because they like the sweet stuff. Birds don't like the brassicas and the lettuces. They like the sweet stuff, the fruits and the berries, which I'm gonna be expanding. So yeah, I'm gonna have to watch the birds. The squirrels, we already know they're disgusting. I can't stand them. And the raccoons. So yeah, I'm gonna have to cover everything, which is another expense, another investment. Hey, Carolina Kind Family Homestead, good to see you. Let me see. I'm just here yammering on, and I'm seeing people I haven't seen before because I never go live this time, so you kind of meet new people. So thanks for coming in. Um, And that's about it. I don't know, but just getting ready for Christmas. Hopefully, you guys are getting ready too. Keep it simple. Don't stress out. I have to go shopping because we haven't bought the plantain. It's today's Tuesday. I should have really gone today and bought it. So I'm gonna have to ask someone tomorrow to go pick up the plantain so that it can ripen properly by Sunday, and the yam and all the different stuff for the family breakfast on Monday. Because I do not want to go shopping after tomorrow because people them get very nasty when they're in the stores and cutting off and bumping into people. Um, oh man, them tree rats, aka squirrels, keep stealing my pecans. I don't have a pecan tree, but I believe there's some kind of nut tree behind my property on the government property part. There's a tree, and when I looked up what the it must be a pecan because I don't. It has like an outer coating, almost like a round green avocado, I would say. And when you crack it open, that's when you get inside and see all the layers. And I see all these debris on my compost. Like they come over to my yard, they rip it open, and then all the debris is all over the place. So I think it's a pecan tree. Oh, they ate most of my peaches last year. Still haven't figured out. Well, hands in the dirt and planter garden didn't get one peach because the squirrels ate off all their. Never mind the birds, and then Big Bull's garden, he didn't get hardly no berries because the birds ate off all his berries because he didn't cover them in time. So all his blackberries and stuff. These birds, man. What did I miss? I did a video last summer on. Oh yeah, I watched your video on that on the squirrels. He was like in your yard eating, looking at you, giving you. Carolina said, "I've been using my 22 mag. Oh, to get rid of the squirrels." Oh my gosh, I'm telling you. Yeah, I'm tired of so that's another investment. I don't want to have to cover I don't want to spend the time covering each fruit like I did with pantyhose or organza bags because it's just I don't know, it doesn't work. So I want to have like a cage or some kind of cage around it so that I can have my trees in a section and have like some kind of makeshift cage around it to keep the birds out and the squirrels out. The only thing I cannot keep out is like bugs. So, aphids and all those kind of stuff, I'll spray my trees down. I want the bees to go in there, obviously. I want them to pollinate. I want them to, even the wasps, I want them to access the flowers. But squirrels and birds, mm-mm. And this season I saw a, whatchamacallit, the one that turned into the zucchini vine borer, the mother bug. I saw it there for the first time. I'm like, oh, what a pretty bug. I wonder if it's good or bad. And I took a picture on Instagram. Someone goes, it's not a good bug. It's a bad bug. But that bug is too big for me to kill. Like I would need to get a fly swatter to swat it because it's like, it's too big. It's just gross to look at. So I think I'm going to get some. Now I know why people spray Raid outside because it makes no sense, but I would spray Raid outside. I don't want to touch that. But the zucchini bug knows where I am and has probably dormant eggs somewhere around my yard. The red bug that eats my lilies is there. There's another invasive red bug. Then the spider mites are all over the place. So I have a lot of problems this year. So next year is going to be difficult. Oh, a BB gun. Oh, a dog, a Jack Russell. I was thinking of getting a dog, but I don't want to get a dog because well then what do you guys do who have dogs? How do you travel? Do you somebody watch your dog for you? Because you can't take the dog with you all the time. I use cayenne pepper, but I wasn't consistent enough spraying. So I watched a video this morning and the guy made a spray with soap, cayenne powder, vinegar for the raccoons actually, but it works for more than one pest. And I'm going to be making that in the big sprayer, and I'm going to be spraying my yard early spring regularly for the raccoons, the squirrels, the skunks, everything to keep them out, and I'm going to be spraying that. Yeah, I saw your dog. You ran off with the carrot. Oh, you put them in doggy daycare? Because that was my only concern. I'm like, where's my dog go? Because a cat can kind of live on their own for a week with the self-dispensing food and stuff, but a dog, not so much. Okay. I was thinking of getting a dog just because they said that would help with the squirrels, even the raccoon, and or a cat. What's that noise? Something's going on. I'm not gonna look because if I look, it's gonna be a problem. Some squirrels don't care, but I'm gonna make some hot, burning, peppery spray, and I'm gonna spray the place down. But I do notice that the squirrels don't like certain scents because when you put something there, they avoid it, but they hop and jump so easy. They just jump around it. So I gotta spray, and I spray them with ammonia. I had a spray gun, and I would sit there. Yep, Denise, and I would spray them with ammonia, and they couldn't stand that in their face. They couldn't stand it. So when they see me, they run. They don't like, oh, that lady. No, 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 no. We ain't friends. And the raccoons gotta go because I'm gonna be getting some things that are of surprise, and she can't be around here. And I think she's look getting comfortable going around under my deck, and I don't want no nest over here with none of these wicked animals. So I have to go to the hardware store this sometime during the holidays. They don't care about nothing. Scotch bonnet. But they did care because the squirrels bit the scotch bonnet thinking that they were sweet peppers and they burned up their face. And I was so happy. I'm like, serves you right. And they burned up their face. So, and you could see the teeth marks in the scotch bonnet. They couldn't tell because I mixed them up with the sweet peppers. And the sweet peppers, they actually didn't bite them this year because they probably thought they were hot. And I actually harvested my stuff earlier this year. I didn't wait for them to ripen on the plant. I find that way they were crisper and fatter. And in previous years, I had a lot of worms in my bell peppers. I don't know if you had the same problem, you guys. So I had to stop. I took a break, but last year, I didn't have any maggots in the because there were a lot of flies, and flies lay their eggs on stuff. Didn't know that till I saw the maggots in my bell peppers. But I don't know what I did differently. I moved stuff in different spots. I had certain plants together. You know why? I had more green onions and shallots and scallions and stuff and leeks intercropped with all my plants. So I think that may have helped with those flies and the maggots. But there's certain squirrels that don't care, but yeah, I'm trying to figure that out. But anyways, I'm just been babbling. I don't know how you guys are still here, but it's thank you for rocking with me until 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I've been up on since about what 5:30. Okay, so I'll be hoping to go live on Saturday, as I said. I should be going live tomorrow, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. I'll be running around getting my last minute stuff and groceries. Hopefully, all done tomorrow. But with the three of us, we'll spread it out so I can get that done. I don't want to have to go to the store close to the holiday because it's just too much crowd. And I don't want to order it on delivery because people don't pick good stuff and give to you. They pick the crap. I want to pick my own plantains and pick my own like ground provisions myself. So I will see you, God willing, on Saturday. And I'm not sure about the following week because that's New Year's Eve. Maybe, maybe not. But Saturday, I think we can. I'll be available. So check out for my thumbnail. But you can just check in Saturday morning for just before 9 a.m. Eastern time to see if I'm live. Have a great rest of your week. Have a blessed evening. Be kind to yourself and be kind to others. And let's each try to do something to improve our health and improve what we're eating. So swap something out and tell me how it goes on Saturday. Okay. Take care. Bye.